of your home from virtually wherever you are. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com to learn more.
I did want to just mention this quickly. Historically, the Celtics as underdogs this year, that's what they are tonight. They're 5.5-point underdogs. This year, when the Celtics are underdogs, 10-5 against the spread. We got to get out of here. We're going to send out our Dawson's predictions for the Red Sox lineup. Skaz, we're going to look for more rear-end pitching. So thanks, Skaz. Thanks, Dawson. Sean Silver's got you guys the rest of the night. We're going to hand things off to Grandy and Max, the best in the business. Matt Stenberg as well. Thank you for listening to all of that. You got to get out of here. I'm Joe Murray, Celtics basketball next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Station.
This is Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jaylen, left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dot line, floats it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jaylen, right-hand dribble, into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three. Moving and grooving.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jaylen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done, and by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
At Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, where tonight the gap near Celtics continuing to extend the gap between themselves and most of the NBA, reach the finale of the Western Road Trip with a chance to do the unthinkable and sweep it. All they have to do on the second night of a back-to-back is stop Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the NBA's #1 offense, which belongs to the Denver Nuggets. Thanks for staying up late on the back-to-back and the finale of the road trip. I'm Sean Grady. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly. You know how we roll. Coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, the Game 58 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. It would take something of an upset tonight, obviously, but the Gap Year Celtics are now on the doorstep of a title contention milestone. Wins tonight and Friday against Brooklyn would give them 40 wins before 20 losses. Always a big indicator. You want plenty of statistical indicators. They exist for the Celtics. And it comes to a point of the season where you say they no longer are what they could be. This is what they are, a contender at the 2/3 mark. And now you have Jaylen Brown back on the second night of the back-to-back. Are there other casualties, though? We'll discuss that and get to the latest, including the report today, the national report about Jason Tatum. Nothing we haven't been talking about locally, but it will get reaction as we break down his rematch with the Nuggets. Devin Booker and Peyton Watson led the Nuggets to a rare non-Jokic win in Boston last month. That's the good news for Denver. The bad news is they haven't beaten a 500 team since, and things are getting a little antsy out here. 16-16 in the last 32. 0-7 against their last 7 winning teams, struggling in the clutch. We asked the same question we did Sunday about the Lakers. Can they defend at a high enough level to navigate their way through the West? Spoiler alert, yes, if Aaron Gordon comes back. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Setback for James Harden and the Cavs. A clunker for Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers late. Now we'll check in on the first half of this ESPN doubleheader as the conference leaders go head-to-head.
Here come the Pistons to forecourt. A nice lob for J.D. and a jam.
things are starting to shift.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazula.
You really can't control shot making. If you could, you would make every single one. And so I think it's just different levels of, like, the offense isn't clicking right now. And if the offense isn't clicking because we have a great process, the shots just aren't going in.
Well, coming up next, the Celtics took the floor without Jaylen Brown last night in Phoenix for the 6th time this year, and it looked like it. Down 11 midway through the second, unable to make a shot. But the NBA's #1 defense over the last month continued to act like Novocaine. Just give it time, and it'll put you to sleep. We'll look back. Left-hand dribble, driving, Dunn tried to cuff it, and he got met at the rim by Keita. Derek White comes out of the pack with it, 5-on-4. Cross-court, Pritchard, bounce pass in the corner, open, Shireman, 3, good night.
Wow.
It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the Celtics and the Nuggets here in Denver. Celtics look to complete the most stunning road trip in years against the NBA's #1 offense, top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every part of your life deserves protection. From your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
I think we just have a standard, and then a lot of guys that can guard a lot of different positions, and we're doing a really good job of just following the game plan and committing to that. And so we got to continue to execute. But yeah, we're playing defense at a high level, and that kind of helps us offensively as well.
Nuggets coach David Adelman said before the game tonight, the Celtics, one of the keys to their team is that their offensive players play defense at an elite level. No better example of Derek White. Welcome back to Shaw's Star Market Celtics tonight. The Celtics are now the owners of the NBA's #1 defense over the last month, and now they have the NBA's best scoring defense after holding the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns to 180 points combined. They have 170 points combined. The Celtics now have the best scoring defense in the NBA, better than OKC. And I don't know where to start with all these numbers. These defensive numbers, the Celtics being 4th in the league in rebounding, all of them are just kind of ridiculous, leading us into a night where if it somehow ends with another victory for the Celtics here on the road and a back-to-back against an elite team on the road, I'm sort of going to throw up my hands and say I give up trying to figure it out.
Well, this team has really played, and they played up to level. And I don't think anybody can say anything about them. As soon as you think they're dead in the water, they come out and they play a great game. So I just anticipate them coming out playing well. Joe Mazula, the one word again, is he keeps harping, sense of urgency. And it seems like all his players have that same sense of urgency every single night.
That sounds like 3 words to me.
Well, if you want
if you say it really fast, it could be 1.
Okay, if you want to say that, well, okay, I'll just say urgency. Is that better?
Should have quoted my favorite movie ever, Midnight Run. Here come 2 words for you, and if you know the movie, you know the rest of the line. All right, and the Celtics, they get the win last night. We'll listen to the highlights here in a second, but obviously the key was Jaylen Brown sitting out. Now he comes fresh out of the bullpen onto a national TV game against a perennial MVP on the other side, wearing that chip on his shoulder as he has all year. And for anyone that thinks that Jaylen Brown's not getting his flowers, all you had to do is watch TV all day today, because people were talking about this and debating who's ahead in the MVP race, Jaylen Brown and Nikola Jokic. That's how crazy it's got.
Well, I mean, he's been fantastic. You know, from the beginning of the year, I think it was the first couple of games, he didn't really rebound the ball effectively, and he said, this is on me. And what I have to do is I have to do that better. He's become a better rebounder, a better facilitator, and I think a better team leader.
All right, before we look ahead to the matchup with Denver tonight specifically, because remember, no Jokic in the Denver win in Boston. That's the good news for the Nuggets. The bad news is they have not beaten a 500 team since that night. They've played 7 teams with a winning record. They've lost all 7, and they have a brutal schedule coming up, which begins for them tonight, which makes this a really important game for them with 2 days of rest, and the Celtics coming off the back-to-back. Speaking of which, 24 hours ago, we were in Phoenix when the Celtics got off to a slow start, and it didn't matter at all. Double road uniforms tonight. Celtics again will wear the road green. They've been much better when they have the traditional uniform and not the gold ones, which they'll wear tomorrow, or the black jersey. Phoenix will wear their alternate blacks tonight at home with white letters and numbers, the familiar orange and purple trim on the left and right of the uniform. Neemias Queta will jump in against Mark Williams, and on a Tuesday night here in Phoenix, Game 3 of the 4-game trip is underway. Phoenix will get the ball first. Gillespie will chase in the backcourt, and away we go. 17-12 Phoenix, and they are out-Celticing the Celtics here early on. 3 offensive rebounds now for the Suns. Jordan Walsh catches left side 3. Got it. And it's Jordan Walsh who breaks the schneid for the Celtics. Derek White enters Vucevic in the paint and gets a smaller coffee jump hook is good.
That was great. This time, recognize that in a mismatch, do the ball in the paint, let the big horse work.
24-19. Pritchard pushes back to the left hand. Iguodala in front of him. Throw back to a wide-open Derek White. Celtics need one of these to go. It doesn't, but another offensive rebound. Shyman return to Derek White, and this 3 is right down the middle.
I mean, never moved. Shyman done a great job of crashing on the outside.
Hauser jump pass for Derek White, left side, finds Queta in the paint. He calls for him, catches, dives in for the 2-hand slam. Timeout, Jordan Knox.
They missed Walsh on the backside. He was wide open, but Queta dove in even more wide open for the dunk.
7 quick points for the Celtics, and they're right back in at 4:38 to go in the first half. They now lead by 7 after the Green free throws. 55-48, nice. Bounce pass, backdoor. Hauser switches to the left hand, scores.
Hauser's showing me something with these drives. This time he used a hand, flipped it off. Nice.
Confidence is a heck of a thing. Bouye goes the distance and gets blocked from behind by Ron Harper. Chased down, blocked by Harper. And here's Hugo Gonzalez going the distance, scooping with the right hand and getting the bounce.
Man, the Euro and then the block shot on the other side. Are you kidding me?
Timeout, Jordan Ott. But to say what?
Let's go home.
And they double up their loss total. A win for the Celtics tonight puts them at 38-19. They'll be 2 games ahead of Cleveland and New York. Derek White dribbles into traffic, runs it up and in, off the window, and he gets hit from behind and fouled.
Oh, great move. Then he stopped on a dime. The defender kept coming, going right into the body. Count that one and one.
Left-hand dribble, driving, gun, tried to cuff it, and he got met at the rim by Queta. Derek White comes out of the pack with it, 5-on-4. Cross-court, Pritchard, bounce pass in the corner, open, Shireman, 3, good night.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You make a defensive play like that, and then you come back and knock down the triple.
And among the many things the gap-year Celtics have done is send folks home without having to worry about the traffic. And the Celtics fans who came out to see their team play the only time this year in Arizona enjoyed the trip, and they are on their feet. Celtics take the shot clock violation, and just another night for the gap-year Celtics go into a building on the road without Jaylen Brown and score another blowout win. The final score, Boston 97, Phoenix 81. And if you thought there were a lot of Celtic fans in the building in Phoenix last night, wait till we get through into tonight. This has always been a hotbed for people to come see the Celtics once a year here in Denver. And given the circumstances here, so much green in the lobby and already in the Arena Bowl. But Celtics have to do their part and keep them engaged. The Celtics had their 6th best rebounding night in the last 20 years last night in Phoenix. They got 64% of the rebounds. That's what turned it around. And we're going to talk to Joe Mazula about this later on, Max. But one of the things that has struck me about how mentally strong this team is, How often over the years have we talked about, well, your shots don't go and your shots don't go, and eventually that leads to a letdown on defense. This team had a really rough stretch offensively for a long period of time in the first quarter, and the first shot defense was good, but they were giving up rebounds. They got down by 11, but there was something methodical about the way they were defending it. They're unaffected by how they are shooting, if they're shooting well or not.
That's very seldom you see that, and I think what you see is guys like Sharman has been really good. I put him in the lineup, and he makes things happen by crashing the boards. I don't know how many offensive rebounds the Celtics get like that between Derek White and Sharman coming in after the Celtics take a long jump shot, and they're able to make some things happen, and that's a good thing for the season. And also the way Sharman's defended the basketball. He did a great job on Luka of not taking those pump fakes and staying on the floor.
And he had a double-double, and he was involved in one of the plays of the year last night with that block, with he and Ron Harper getting back to block that shot, and then Ugo going the distance and doing the Euro doing the Euro step to finish it off. We've become so accustomed, I think we're becoming numb to the road success and the road dominance over the last 4 years, and the fact that this Celtic team has not only continued it, it's been better than some of the others. The Celtics have now outscored teams by 8.3 points per game on the road. That is the sixth best road mark, on pace to have the sixth best in NBA history. And a little perspective on what the Celtics have now done on the road. 4 years ago, only 4 teams in NBA history, in the history of the league, the 70 Knicks, the 72 Lakers, the 07 Spurs, and the 08 Celtics, and what do those 4 teams have in common? They all won the championship. They were the only 4 in the history of the league to outscore teams by 7.8 points per game on the road. The Celtics have now done it for 4 years in a row, constantly. So for the last 4 years, which is 160-something road games, Celtics have outscored teams by nearly 8 a game on the road. It's never been done.
Joe Mazula talked about that, just, what he does and what he expects from his team. And when you compete on the defensive end at a high level, and you've heard me say this 1,000 times, compete on your defensive end, your offense doesn't have to be as good, because you're slowing people and you're stopping people. So the Celtics have done that, and then when their offense is good, boy, it's lights out.
Let me give you the top 10 of the NBA really quickly in block shots, and you tell me if these guys have anything in common. Wemby, Jay Huff, Chet Holmgren, Rudy Gobert, Scotty Barnes, your guy Buzelis in Chicago, Miles Turner, Evan Mobley, Alex Sarr, and Beef Stew.
They're all people.
And they're all people of various sizes in terms of their width, but they're all pretty big. 11th on that list, 1 block from the top 10.
Watch this. Watch how this reverse here.
Derek White.
Derek D. White.
This is usually where you say something about that instead of sort of
No, I'm just talking to the engineer.
Well, here's another list of why this game is so important to the Denver Nuggets as we look to tonight. They said they haven't beaten a 500 team since they beat the Celtics in January. These are their next 11 games. Here tonight against the Celtics, at OKC, Minnesota, at Utah, remember that one, home against the Lakers, home against the Knicks, another game at OKC, home against Houston, at San Antonio, at the Lakers, home against Philadelphia. 10 of the next 11 against winning teams. Got to get Aaron Gordon back.
Talked about, gauntlets and people were playing and doing what. Yeah, this is a Denver team right now that everybody thinks is playing so well, but, what they need is continuity. And if they can get those guys playing together and playing well again, hey, good things could happen.
Well, who doesn't think they're playing well? A lot of the fans here, they're getting nervous about 16-16 in the last 32, although the first part of that was obviously when Jokic was out. They are not defending at a high level, particularly in the clutch. The numbers are really bad. They're a below-average defensive team. Offensively, they're elite, particularly when Jokic is on the floor. There's a huge drop-off, as there always has been, when Jokic leads the game. This is the number 1 offense in the NBA, and right now the 3rd best in NBA history. But can they defend well enough to climb their way through the Western Conference? There's growing sentiment as everyone's pointing out, the East is this and the West is this. Well, the Eastern Conference champion only has to beat one Western team 4 out of 7 times after going through the gauntlet that all these teams we're looking at here, Denver and Houston and OKC and San Antonio, for goodness sake, they could be the favorites by the time we get to the playoffs. All these teams have to go through each other.
Yeah.
And by the way, Minnesota could get hot. Minnesota's game. I don't tell anybody here in Denver that Minnesota can get hot.
And it makes people nervous because it's so true. But that's what happens when you have to do in the East back during the 80s. The Lakers always kind of cruised through, and they played Phoenix, and that was it. Well, it was the Celtics having to go against Detroit, and they had to play against Philadelphia. So that does happen from year to year.
All right, two guys who were really big in the game for Denver in Boston were Peyton Watson was probably the number one guy. Aaron Gordon played in that game, had 12 points coming off the bench, and he played significant minutes in the game. Peyton Watson had 30 in that game and was the recipient of a lot of the 17 Jamal Murray assists. He was great in that game, but obviously a different look tonight with Jokic. Max's player to bank on, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. On the road to Banner 19, and this year our friends at CSB are celebrating a Banner year of their own, 175 years of just getting started. Visit ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF.
Well, they're coming out now of the tunnel. What can Brown do for you? We're talking about Brown right now with the day of rest. People have been talking about MVP-like, and he puts things on his mantle, things that challenge him. So Jaylen Brown will be that guy tonight.
Jaylen Brown, not Christian Brown. Just to clarify.
Not Christian Brown.
Max's keys to the game brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less for the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Not giving up this Nuggets team second chance opportunities. Jokic is so good at pushing you under the rim and making himself available. So make sure you clean the glass up if you're deceased.
Which they have been doing at a ridiculous rate. The Celtics now the number 4 rebounding team in the NBA, which is absurd because they win the shot margin, continue to get those offensive rebounds against a bigger team like Denver. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics had a conversation with Joe Mazula about crashing the glass. He said something interesting about why he chose that for this specific team, and I was curious if it applies to every team. More teams should be doing it, no matter what your personnel it is. We'll have that conversation, how they match up now seeing Jokic for the first time this year. Remember, he didn't play in the game out here last time we were here last January. We'll talk about that as well. We'll take our trip around the NBA. We get caught up on the early games, including Cleveland playing without James Harden, who has a broken thumb. We'll see if he can continue to play without that. He's not playing tonight in the back-to-back at Milwaukee, but the first half of this ESPN doubleheader is the big game, obviously, with OKC and Detroit. Coming up next, Sean Silver will tell you all about that. Get scores, you name it. He's got it. NHL returning to play. Nice moment with Jack Hughes back in New Jersey tonight. It's all leading to the Celtics and the Denver Nuggets on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on, and the snacks from Big Y? Oh, yeah. Freshly made wings, platters, pizzas, and 30-inch super subs. Big Y makes the crowd go wild. Big Y, nicely done.
Hi, I'm Richard Brackett with Stazione di Federal.
And I'm David Alphonse with the Federal.
And we're the restaurant fellas.
If you're looking for a great night out, visit me, David, at the Federal. Try our shellfish tower or one of our dry-aged steaks paired with one of our great wine selections.
Or, if it's authentic Italian from our scratch kitchen paired with a fine wine, come see me, Richard, at Stazione di Federal.
Both restaurants are in Waltham, Stazione di Federal on Moody Street or the Federal on Main.
And both roads lead to a delightful dining experience, but my mustache is cooler.
Really, Richard?
Try both the Federal and Stazione di Federal.
We look forward to seeing you.
And thanks.
Electric bills keep climbing and New England homeowners feel it every month, and that's why more people are turning to Devlin Energy, the region's trusted leader in solar installation and service. From brand new residential solar and backup battery systems to maintaining and repairing existing setups, Devlin does it all. They even handle commercial solar projects and whole home electrification, helping homeowners and businesses take control of rising energy costs and move toward true grid independence. Ready to get your electric bill in check? Call the pros at Devlin Energy. Take control of your power. Visit devlinenergy.com to get started.
February is deep winter, cold days, and long nights. The only cold you should be thinking about is some cold cash in your pocket. Here in Massachusetts, 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like uncashed paychecks or forgotten savings accounts. Visit findmassmoney.gov today and see if there's cash waiting for you. It's free, easy, and only takes a few minutes. Findmassmoney.gov is the Massachusetts State Treasurer's Unclaimed Property Division. Go to findmassmoney.gov and see if you're on the list.
When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. Super Service Today is overstocked with water heaters, furnaces, boilers, and heat pumps. Ready for same-day replacement, day or night, and always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and with every assist this season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts will donate $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts Dental Cares for Veterans program, providing crucial oral health care to veterans in need. They've served us, now it's time we serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The NHL finally back in action tonight. Some scores from earlier. Capitals 3-1 over the Flyers. Sabres 2-1 over the Devils. Jack Hughes honored pregame there after his game-winning medal goal. In progress, Lightning up 3-0 over the Maple Leafs in the third. The Stars lead the Kraken 4-0 after 2, and after 1, the Avalanche and Mammoth are scoreless. Bruins host the Blue Jackets at the Garden tomorrow night. Red Sox Grapefruit League winners over the Twins today, and CC Sabathia to have his number retired by the New York Yankees. I'm Sean Silver. Celtics and Nuggets. Grandy and Max go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting. Helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities. Introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit clintonsavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
If you're in the market for Michelin tires, get to Town Fair Tire and get them at the guaranteed lowest price. With Michelin's innovative technologies designed for durability and performance, you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires over all the toughest of road conditions. Plus, at Town Fair, you get free services for life. So if you're looking for the best deal on Michelin tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. So you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig Wi-Fi for $50 a month with the 3-year price lock. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics and the Denver Nuggets on the floor. Big ESPN doubleheader. We'll get to the first half of it here in a second. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by our New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard.
Here come the Pistons to forecourt. A nice lob for JD and a jam.
Things are starting to shift.
Sounds like George Blaha on the Pistons television network. They get to do that game, even though it's a big national game tonight. Detroit leads by 5, 115-110 Pistons, leading the Thunder with 1:55 to go. But we have to point out that is a zombie Thunder tonight. SGA, Jaylen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, all out, and the Thunder giving themselves a chance to win tonight in Detroit.
Well, you know, when the Thunder are like that, you always want your main players to come back and be healthy.
San Antonio, back-to-back on the road baseball series at Toronto. They got the first half of it last night, and they're closing in on getting this one tonight.
There he is, already hit the 1-3, but just a 29% three-point shooter, and that's where you... just denied the dunk on bars.
What a defensive effort there. Victor had his back play to the turn the entire time.
6 Spurs in double figures. Toronto hanging in there. Brandon Ingram's got 20, 108-106. San Antonio with 20 seconds to go. If the Spurs hang on and win that game, the Celtics will be 5 games in front of Toronto, and that's the difference. That's the line right now for home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Toronto is sitting 5th right now in the East, as the Celtics now have a 97-98% chance to open the playoffs at home, believe it or not. Elsewhere in the NBA, Golden State wins in Memphis tonight, 133-112. Houston in the process of blowing out Sacramento. They're starting a new losing streak, it appears, after snapping their 15-game one the other night. And Milwaukee, a 103-100 lead on Cleveland, trying to snap that Cavs winning streak, which ended in Oklahoma City the other day. They've been rolling since they got James Harden, but James Harden, a broken thumb, is not playing in that game tonight. We've got the Celtics, we've got the Nuggets, we've got Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Felger here for Cambridge Savings Bank, my official bank. Whether you're looking to grow your successful business or start a new venture, count on Cambridge Savings Bank for service and support at every step of your journey. Member FDIC.
Are you looking to improve your smile? Well, you got to get to Boston Dental in the Seaport and experience their premium quality of services with their state-of-the-art technologies. Book your appointment today, right now, at bostondental.com.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. If you've spent years working in construction, the wear and tear on your body can add up. And what many people don't realize is that those conditions may actually entitle you to compensation. At Catches Law, we've won more for construction workers than any other law firm in New England. We understand the work, we understand the injuries, and we know how to win. If your job has taken a toll on your body, it's time to find out your options. Visit catcheslaw.com for a free consultation today. There's no fee unless you win.
Joe Haggerty, Hockey Insider here. My whole life, I have not been what you'd call svelte. That's not exactly breaking news. And for years, if anyone asked how I'd felt, I'd say, I'm fine. And I believed it. But after just 1 week with Awaken 180, down 9.5 pounds, I feel really good. And what really hit me wasn't just the number. It was realizing how bad I'd actually started feeling and just gotten used to it. I'm sleeping better. I'm in a better mood. My focus and energy are through the roof compared to where they were. Truth is, I didn't even start Awaken 180 to feel better. I started because I've got kids. I want to keep active and coaching them in hockey. I want to be around years from now for them. I can't control everything in life, but I can control my health. So that's what I'm doing. If you've been telling yourself you're fine, maybe it's time to find out what better actually feels like. Do what I did and make that call to Awaken 180, 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
This Thursday night, head over to the bar at the 99 restaurant for a fun night of trivia. 6 packs of bone-in buffalo wings for just $5.99 and a chance to win 99 gift cards and other great prizes. You gotta love the nines.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. He's the media group station.
Our conversation with the coach brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. They make shopping, saving, and meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app or the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today. Now here's Sean Grandy with head coach Joe Mazula.
All right, Sean Silver, thank you. Joe, I'm throwing out the start of what I wanted to do because I just heard you say something that piqued my curiosity in your pregame media. You were asked about when you decided that offensive rebounding was going to be so important, and it led to the same conversation about shot margin or whatever, and it was specific to this team this year. And it occurred to me as you were speaking, why isn't offensive rebounding and shot margin critical for everybody, no matter what talent you have? You have the greatest team in the world. Why isn't it mathematically better just to crash and try to get more shots?
So it is. So I'm mistaken on that. It is. But I think also when you're balancing, coaching different teams, you're looking to say, okay, what 3 to 4 things on each side of the ball can we perfect over the course of the season, and then what are some things that we can kind of work on throughout. And so it is the most important thing. The shot margin should always be important. You always want to get more shots in the team. You can go about those in different ways. But I also think maximizing the guys you have and being elite on 3, 4 things on each side of the ball is just as important.
You have the league's #1 defense now over the last month, and you're now 4th in the NBA in rebounding. These are things that for, I think, anybody that watched the team play in the first month of the season seemed unfathomable. Is the defensive improvement as simple as you saying early in the year there are 15 to 20 possessions we have to get better at every night, and then getting better at 5 or 10 of those?
Yeah, and it's being consistent in those. But I think a lot of it has to do with the rebounding. I think the ability to rebound the basketball, and we've always looked at first shot defense versus the total defensive possession. And first shot defense has been relatively consistent, but our ability to get better at rebounding has really kind of had this surge, and we've got to continue to get better at that.
As people hear you say that, it's a perfect time to point out that the first quarter last night in Phoenix was one of the best examples this year of that, right? First shot defense, but then not getting the rebound.
No question. I think on both times. I think at one point by the second media timeout, we had a 53% offensive rebounding rate, and they had a 50% offensive rebounding rate. We had 8 offensive rebounds. They had 4 offensive rebounds. And so I think that's important. When you're playing in games, it's like, hey, fellas, what we're doing at the point of attack is good. Now we have to finish possessions, and just having an understanding of that. But, to the point of your first question, the way we offensive rebounded helped us limit some of those, especially in that first quarter.
Another important part of that to me, and it's something that I heard you say in so many news conferences after games the last couple of years, where offense isn't going well, and then the natural human tendency is sort of to hang your head and you lapse on the defensive end. This team didn't do that last night. It has not done it basically all year. The first Denver game, by the way, is an example of that, because there were droughts in the second quarter and the fourth quarter.
No question. I think the thing you have to ask yourself is, like, the offense isn't going well. Is it not going well because you're having great process and you're not making shots, or is it not going well because we have poor spacing and we're not executing? And I think last night was a perfect example of, well, we had elite spacing, we had elite execution, we just didn't have shot making. And, you really can't control shot making. If you could, you would make every single one. And so I think it's just different levels of, like, the offense isn't clicking right now. And if the offense isn't clicking because we have a great process, the shots just aren't going in, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. We just have to maintain the flow of the game.
Obviously, Jokic is the big difference tonight from the first meeting. I'm sitting here. Well, every time I see him, and as we're talking, I'm watching him out of the court now. Just the sheer size of him is the first thing you start with. And he obviously didn't play in the game out here last year either, but no Gordon or Watson, two guys who played really well in Boston. And that's probably why Jamal Murray had 17 assists. Is there a rule of thumb in the games you've coached against Jokic that it's the games he has 12, 14, 16, 18 assists when Denver is almost impossible to beat?
Yeah, I think a lot of it just has to do with what are you willing to live with and what do you have to take away. And I think when you're playing against guys like him and teams like this, everyone's always talking about defense. The best way to defend teams is to attack them, and you have to play good offense. And you're playing against a guy and you're playing against a team who can generate great shots for himself and for others. Everyone's always like, it's almost like an uncomfortable thing. Coaches don't want to, like, go to offense first, but, like, it's funny, me and one of our assistants were kind of sitting through second half adjustments. It's like, we got to do this, and it's like, let's just score better, and then that other stuff will be a lot easier. And so, just as if you have to have great defense, you have to have great offense. And I think, this team tests that. And then you got to be great at the things that you can control. You can control not fouling. You can control having good body position and not giving up cuts. You can control not giving up offensive rebounds. Those things put you in better position.
Why do you think, coaches, is that something Pavlovian where coaches are trained? There's some sort of pamphlet that you guys get at the start where you have to talk about defense first, and it's somehow not cool?
I think the fear is you never want, and you never want your team to not be great defensively, right? I think you have to be great defensively, but to credit to the guys, they have an understanding of two-way basketball is important. You can't be great defensively if you're not have elite offensive spacing and if you value the basketball and if you crash, and you can't be great offense if you're not good defensively. And so I think just getting towards it's two-way basketball, and you want to be balanced and you want to be great on both ends, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, Pat Riley said that you guys have to wear suits again to be, to have the image back. Where do you stand? Like, would you mind?
Never wearing a suit again.
Even if the league says you're going to get fined if you don't wear a suit, you're just going to come out and do your thing.
I'll wear the sleaziest suit you can imagine.
Now everyone's going to be rooting for the rule to change because of that. Celtics and the Nuggets. It's next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Season, bake, and enjoy. Chicken is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Value Pack Signature Select Whole Chicken, drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone-in for just 99 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Save on chicken today. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. and Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Sunday in L.A., bright lights, big stage, and an even bigger win for the Celtics, decimating the Lakers on Pat Riley Day. Not nearly as much fanfare in Phoenix last night, especially without Jaylen Brown and Devin Booker. But down 11 midway through the second, the Celtics cinched in on defense and choked the light out of the Suns. Jordan Walsh up fakes, throws cross court. Hauser finds Derek White straight away. 8 on the shot clock. They pull away. So White takes the three, makes the three, and the Celtics have scored 12 straight to take the lead.
Man, you're talking about missing, and all of a sudden, hands down, man down.
9 wins in their last 10 games, and the NBA's #1 defense over the last month, which tonight the Celtics will need. The Nuggets came to Boston without Nikola Jokic last month and won. Tonight, a chance to sweep the season series and spoil a perfect, spectacular road trip. The Celtics bid for the upset of Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets in Denver. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, a big national doubleheader tonight. Detroit beats OKC in the opener. Can the East sweep the doubleheader as the two of the elite teams in both conferences meet first in Detroit tonight and then here in Denver, second place in the East? The Celtics a chance to go to 39-19, 20 games over 500 tonight against the Denver Nuggets, thought by most to be the top contender for OKC's Western Conference crown, but there's a new leader in that clubhouse. We'll get to all that. First, the starting lineups brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Nikola Jokic back in the lineup for Denver. He did not play in the game in Boston. He will play up front with Cam Johnson and Julian Strawther. Jamal Murray and Christian Brown will be the backcourt just as it was in Boston last month. The Celtics tonight with Jaylen Brown back will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Baylor Sharman, Creighton University.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
Sam Hauser, University of Virginia.
Nemia Shkita, Utah State University.
How good has Cade been on this trip? The Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series #1 selling pickup #1 truck. And brand loyalty tonight's contestant Michelle Mullen of Plymouth. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter, sorry Michelle, you drew the road game at Denver, but you win the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Tech. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. The question at the start of the year was, could anybody challenge OKC, forget for the NBA title, in the Western Conference? As we speak, as we come on the air before the ball goes in the air tonight, Max, the Celtics, who are about to play Denver, they got a uniform change here, which we got to talk about. It's kind of interesting that the San Antonio Spurs now are just one game in the loss column, one game behind OKC.
Well, San Antonio's been playing great, and obviously it's about Wemby, but all those younger players over there too. He's surrounded Castle, guys like that. These guys can play at a high level, and they can defend, and they can score the basketball.
So I put a tweet out earlier because the uniforms are scheduled for the entire season before the year. The Celtics were supposed to wear their City Edition gold uniforms tonight, which they are not. And it's funny because when they wear the traditional white or green uniforms, they're 29-10, but they're just 500 when they wear the black uniforms or the gold uniforms. And I don't know if that went anything into the change tonight, but Celtics will make that change, and they will wear the home white tonight on the road at Denver. Jokic is dominant. He is a force. But to me, as I was just saying to Joe Mazula, it's the games not when he scores 40. It's the games when he has 18 assists that Denver's impossible to do.
Well, distributes the basketball as well as anybody.
So with the change, Celtics wear the home white tonight. With the green letters and numbers, they'll go right to left. Denver will wear their road navy blue jerseys. With the white numbers and the yellow letters, they will go left to right. Second night of a back-to-back for the Celtics. Denver has not played since a disappointing loss in San Francisco on Sunday. Jokic and Keita on the opening tip. Ball's in the air. Keita wins it backwards into the hands of Derek White. And we are underway. Thanks for staying up late with us. Second half, a big national doubleheader. There's going to be a lot of these big boy national games down the stretch. Derek White drives right side, lobs it for Keita. Jokic takes the rim away. Kind of a tough pass from Derek White. Keita pounds into Jokic. They go right at him. Bounce pass to the cutter. Derek White under the basket. Turns. At the free throw line, paint taken away, so he steps back into a tough long two. It's no good. Keita gets a hand on the rebound, but all he can do is deflect it out of bounds.
One thing they want to do is try to attack Jokic if they can. Make him accountable on the defensive end.
I love the addition of Cam Johnson to this team, but it has not been what they thought it was going to be to this point.
He's been injured. Let's see if he comes back from that injury.
First touch for Jamal Murray since a memorable games against the Celtics. He drives into the paint, throws back out to Jokic, cranks up that right side three. Short, front iron, and the rebound belongs to Jaylen Brown. Jokic has had his typical ridiculous shooting year. Jaylen drops to the trailer, Keita. Hand off to Hauser, taken away, so it's return to Jaylen Brown against Cam Johnson. Keita sets the screen. Jaylen steps into a right side three. His also no good. And Jokic has his first rebound. Lobs it ahead to Christian Brown. Now Jokic straight away walking to the logo.
Man.
Finds the cutter, sneaking in. Murray gets in behind Derek White for the easy bucket.
I hate when they just let him walk.
Sam Hauser attacks the paint, drop back to Keita. He's going to go right at Jokic and flush over him with the right hand.
Then again, make him accountable. Anytime Jokic switches off, find the center for a dunk.
So you heard the conversation Joe Mazula and I just had about wanting to go at offensive players and make them work on the defensive end, and obviously Jokic is not an elite defender. Keita reaches in, punches the ball away from him out of bounds. Shot clock stays at 11.
I mean, only guy I've seen being able to stand up to him was Grant Williams. Had a center of gravity where he wasn't able to push him. Anybody else, Jokic essentially backs them under the rim.
It's always fascinating to me to see a player, one of the greatest players of all time, which we can safely say now with Jokic, seeing a guy like Keita basically for the first time playing against him and sort of doing the math in his head about what do I have to do against this new guy. Murray sets the screen, so now it's Shireman on the switch against Jokic. Jokic took his eye off and nearly dribbled it out of bounds. Shot clock is winding down, so he has to take a fall away. Prayer for three in front of the Denver bench, and of course it goes right down the middle.
Smiling as he did.
An outrageously absurd three for Jokic. Derek White tries to get it back from the wing. No good. Back iron. Hauser gets a hand on the rebound as the Celtics crash. Shireman taps it loose. Picked off the floor by Derek White. And there's the first offensive rebound for the Celtics. Derek White moves into the corner. Shireman up, fakes a three on Jamal Murray. Loses him and then steps back into one that ties it at 5. And the Celtic fans respond.
Shireman's done a great job on this trip of hitting the glass, keeping the basketball alive.
Some timely threes, if not a high percentage. Jokic looking at another three over Keita. This one's no good. He's missed the 2 open easy ones, and he hit the crazy one for the corner. Game tied at 5. Here's Jaylen Brown, left side. Christian Brown in front of him. Oh, Jaylen's going to try to take him. Nope. Moves into the corner to Shireman. Shireman dribbles up top behind the Keita screen. Now returns to Jaylen, this time against Jamal Murray. Left side, couple of dribbles for Jaylen. Ducks the shoulder, spins in the paint, into traffic, clips it up and in, off the window. Score it, and the foul.
And that was just Jaylen overpowering Murray on the inside. Make him again. We hate to be redundant, but this word will be there. When you have an offensive player on you, attack him, attack him. That takes away what he can do on his defensive end. And I love when you do that.
I'm going to take a picture because obviously I can talk about the Celtic fans and all the green we see all I want, but if we can use social media to make this world a better place instead of a much worse one, we always will. 3-point play for Jaylen Brown, 6 straight for the Celtics, and they lead 8-5, nearly 3 minutes in if you're syncing over the ESPN.
We're winning. We're winning. We're just winning. Push off. Come on.
Jamal Murray, hand for Cam Johnson, steps into a straightaway three, swish.
We talk about what Cam can do.
Derek White moves to the Sam Hauser, return to Derek White straight away. Shoulder down in his defensive stance, now on the switch. Brown comes out to get him. It's Jaylen Brown now against Straw. The right-hand dribble, driving strong, gets in deep, handoff underneath. Keita turns, jump hook is good. I don't like that he goes farther away from the basket with his move, but it worked over Jokic there, and the Celtics lead 10-8.
Got just enough separation there.
Now Jokic going right at Keita. Deep into the paint, and Keita blocks the first shot, but it comes right back to Jokic. He turns, fades, and hits.
Those long arms and that body.
Standing next to Jokic before the game down. You just don't realize how big he is. Jaylen Brown stripped the ball by Cam Johnson. He dove to try to get it back. Ended up punching it out of bounds. Jaylen saying he knocked me off balance. Jokic. Handles the ball Murray straight away. Pretty good look at a three as he picked off Shireman. No good. Back on. Rebound comes all the way out to Christian Brown. Murray will reset it, turn on Derek White, then throw back to Jokic. He's open. Hauser dared him to shoot. He doesn't. He drives instead to the dotted line, floats it up, does not get the bounce. Rebound, Keita.
Wow. It's almost so surprising when he misses that shot.
Everything he does just looks like it's in super slow motion. Jaylen Brown dribbles to the left elbow before he get a shot away. Here's the moving screen call, I believe, on Keita.
Keita tries to get him too open, if that's the word here. All you have to do is set the pick. All you're doing is brushing, and now Keita's about to come out this basketball game, and you're bringing in the big fella. Book.
That's an early substitution. Jamal Murray. Hands to Jokic. Jokic against Vucevic for the first time. Turns the left shoulder into him, then throws his head back to try to get a call, and he gets it.
Guys, keep their hands on him because you're trying to keep him under control. But now what you have is two bigs on the inside and one big against the other. I'm surprised that Luka's guarding Jokic here.
Why? In the corner, Cam Johnson's three is no good. The rebound, another one for Keita.
I hope that you get a little bit more size and opportunity to block the shot with Keita.
More of this double big on the trip here with Vucevic and Keita as Joe Mazula trying different things as we move towards the 70% mark of the season. Keita against the smaller Jamal Murray. Exposed the ball, knocked away by Strother, and it goes out of bounds off Keita, and Celtics turned it over.
Put that ball on the floor on the inside. You're asking for trouble as a big. You become as small as everybody around you.
Game tied at 10, exactly 5 minutes into the first quarter. Celtics won their game here last year, but Jokic did not play. Remember, Denver was the only team the Celtics did not beat in the championship season 2 years ago, but they swept them last year. Jokic tried three over Vucevic, no good. On the rebound for Keita. Jokic just started 2 for 7, including a ridiculous make. Jaylen Brown drives, scoops, and scores. Wow. He went right at Christian Brown, tried to draw a foul, didn't get the call, but he got the shot to go off the glass. Another big high-profile game for Jaylen Brown to make his all-NBA case. Jokic pounding Vucevic in the mid-block. Kick back out. Pretty good look for Strother. Straightaway three. Rocks home. And the Nuggets grab the lead, 13-12. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble coming downhill. Gets to 12 feet, leans in. Got fouled from behind by Christian Brown.
I think that would look like it was going to be a pass instead of his shot there.
Jaylen Brown presumably will get free throws when we return. 6:12 to go. Opening quarter a mile high. Denver 13, Boston 12 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, hand-tossed pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assist. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipelining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com, because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napolitana, the original New Haven of beats since 1925. For over 100 years, Pepe's has served the same legendary New Haven style of beats, made with fresh grated pecorino romano, iconic dough, and that signature family-approved sauce. From classic favorites to crowd-pleasing catering, Pepe's makes every gathering easy and delicious. Visit them in Watertown, Chestnut Hill, Burlington, or Warwick, Rhode Island, or order online at pepespizzeria.com. The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics trail by 1, but hey, it's early here in Denver. Later start. If you're wondering why we're starting so late tonight, it's because this is the second game of an ESPN doubleheader. Celtics basketball brought to you by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. 13-12 is the Denver lead early. It's been a strange start for Jokic. He's missed 5 shots already. He used 2 of 7, and one of the ones he made was a final second of the shot clock. Almost dropped the ball out of bounds in front of my own bench. Let me turn and just hit a 3 from the corner.
We've seen him too many times take those kind of shots and knock them down. You think about the one that he hit against Anthony Davis, where he just kind of threw the ball up and then went in. He used to kill. He killed the Lakers every time he saw him. Thing right now, in respect now,
Doug Moe. This is the first home game for Denver since Doug Moe passed.
I was had the chance really to play against him, and the teams he had were some really good squads. They didn't win it, but they had some really good squads with Kiki Vandeweghe and Alex English and Dan Issel. Those were some really good players.
And like their predecessors or modern-day predecessors, those were elite offensive teams who also, as you like to point out, took advantage of the altitude here.
Absolutely. As I walked in this building today, I was like, whoa, whoa. I was walking in the hall. When I walked from the room, it's like, whoa. Got a little tingle in my chest.
You sure that wasn't just a regular,
Regular what?
Older gentleman tingle in your chest? You sure it was the altitude? I mean, do we need to call anybody? I guess.
I don't know what this tingle might be. I'm just saying, I know it was the altitude. You got your doctor things going today, don't you?
So what happened was during the break, they took the basket away. And Jaylen just getting, that was before he had the chance for a three-point play, which he got. Here he was fouled. I don't know what they couldn't see from the replay. Christian Brown definitely got the ball first. But Jaylen Brown was given these free throws here. Trying to put the Celtics up. First one's good. Second one is in the air and good as well.
Like I said about that, if Gardner, a great player like Jaylen Brown, or any great player, I always tell the referee over and over again, he don't need no help. He's good enough.
14-13, Celtics by 1. First real touch for Jamal Murray. A couple of dribbles, and then the kick back to Christian Brown. A straightaway 3 is no good. Rebound knocked off Shireman by Cam Johnson, and Denver will get it back.
And Brown didn't box out then. He let Cam run, and he got in the middle of that play.
Under out of bounds, Jamal Murray, who authored 17 assists in the Denver win in Boston. Peyton Pritchard in the game for the first time, chasing Strother, grabbed a hold of him and commits a foul as soon as the ball came in.
Just funny, we'd think you'd be here in Denver and you'd see all kind of snow that we have in Boston.
2 feet of snow in Boston, and here was
so much.
60 degrees, and we're about 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts today.
Oh, God, I was so happy I wasn't flying, though.
Jokic for Jamal Murray, throws back out to Brown. Pretty good look, right side 3, no good, and the rebound for Vucevic. Yeah, it was a great day to go out running until the wind started, and then it's like a dust bowl. Vucevic for Pritchard, deep on the left side. Strother tried to go under the screen.
Ooh, man.
Beats Cam Johnson. Oh, boy, Vucevic doing some hand fighting with Strother. That's where the ball goes. Left side of the floor, mid-block. Vucevic pounds him twice, 3 times, 4 dribbles. Now the kick back. Jaylen Brown dropped it. Has it back. Shot clock down to 3. Can Jaylen make some late shot clock magic like Jokic just did? Launches a 3. He almost got it to go down. Offensive rebound, Baylor Shireman. Shovels back out to Jaylen Brown. Christian Brown is to reset defensively. Jaylen blows right by him, gets in deep, and runs it off the window and in. Too easy.
Brown is still barking, saying he got hit again in the back of the head. He wanted and one.
Another Baylor Shireman offensive rebound leads to good things happening. 16-13. Celtics by 3. Tying 3 is no good off the fingertips of Strother. Celtics have the rebound.
Boots wide open.
Playing so confident right now. Lead for Shireman. Quick 3. Short front iron. Rebound. And a loose ball foul called on Denver. Now Jokic is not happy.
Yeah.
Jokic going right at Carl Lane, the crew chief.
What you're seeing is the Celtics big right now, bothering Jokic a little bit. Big size on the inside.
Hugo Gonzalez is the third Celtic off the bench. Should be interesting to see when we see Jordan Walsh tonight. As Jordan put his heart on his sleeve last night and said, I beg you to challenge that call. We were all saying, I wouldn't do that. They did, and we did not see Jordan Walsh come back in the game after that. Peyton Pritchard.
Wow.
Yeah, getting bodied. Tim Hardaway, the veteran, returns it to Ugo. Ugo with 3 in the shot clock, has to launch straight away 3, wide left, no good. Keita chases it, but it goes into the hands of Derek White on the Boston bench. You know, you get so caught up in, Jaylen Brown rested last night, and that's great, but everybody else played. Big minutes. For the most part, the Celtics.
Wasn't a really physical game, though.
It wasn't. Jamal Murray steps to his left, straight away 3, way off. I mean, a boulder, and it takes a funny hop all the way out to Christian Brown. Shot clock did not reset, so Brown has to take a 3 from the right side, knocks it down, and we're tied again. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Don't get offensive rebounds. A Joe Mazzulla timeout is coming. 4:09 to go. Opening quarter, Boston 16, Denver 16 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece. Through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica has been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Start saving at Clinton Savings Bank when you open a Total Access checking account. Earn a high yield of 4.05 annual percentage yield when requirements are met. Guaranteed through May 31st. With on-the-go banking, you've got anytime access, mobile check deposits in a snap, and access to over 55,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Certain restrictions apply. Call 978-365-3700. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Season, bake, and enjoy. Chicken is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Value Pack Signature Select Whole Chicken, drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone-in for just 99 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Save on chicken today. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics losing the shot margin, which is certainly irritating Joe Mazzulla, but the game is tied at 16 with 4:09 to go in the first quarter. The teams behind the Celtics playing tonight in the East have already lost. Cleveland has lost. Toronto has lost. I mentioned Toronto. Celtics are now 5 games ahead of the Raptors, and that is the dividing line right now to home court in the first round of the playoffs in a top 4 seed. The Celtics with 25 games left are now 5 games ahead of Toronto, and they've got the tiebreaker on the Raptors.
Well, this is going to be that time of the year. This last, which I call really the last official month or in March because it's so short in April, but it's going to be crazy, and especially the Celtics schedule. Thinking about who in the world put that through that Milwaukee game in should be taken out right now to the woodshed.
Every year, I mean, a team gets a couple of games on their schedule that they want to complain to the league about and say this is ridiculous. And for the Celtics, it's that game nobody really noticed in Milwaukee on Monday. 5 games in 7 nights started last night. You're flying across time zones, and then you get crazy. And to make it worse, the game Sunday night now starts 2 hours later. Pritchard down the right side, steps through and gets pumped and knocked down. And I'm telling you, Solomon Jones had no idea which way Pritchard was going.
Well, Pritchard is so quick with that basketball, and they've been doing the scouting report on him. Once he goes towards the basket, keep your hands up. This time he kept his hands up but never saw him.
Jaylen Brown is the only Celtic starter in the game with Vucevic, Pritchard, Ugo Gonzalez, and now Ron Harper. Pritchard out of the logo. He's going to take a crazy deep logo 3, and it's good. You had a hunch. Peyton Pritchard, remember, he's had some bad games this year, but he has not had 2 in a row.
Look at Sam. Sam's all the way on the court today, Sam Cassell.
19-16, Celtics by 3. Bruce Brown, Boston native, NBA champion, finds Jokic. His long 2 for the left side, no good over Vucevic. A tough shooting start for Jokic here, 2 for 8. Hasn't shot it great over the last month, by mortal standards. Ugo Gonzalez, return to Jaylen Brown on the wing against Bruce Brown. Lobs it, caught by Vucevic in the paint. Quick pass to the corner. Right corner 3 from Harper is no good. Rebound Jokic, quick release. Out to Brown, attacking. And Jaylen Brown takes the rim away, so we'll go to Hardaway in the corner for an open 3, no good. And a rebound, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, Christian Brown, and Bruce Brown all on the court, of course. Jaylen Brown up fakes the 3 on Christian Brown. Tries to turn the corner on Solomon Jones, fumbles it, has it back, runs it high off the window, no good. Scramble for the rebound, Vucevic keeps it alive, but Hardaway picks off the attempt to slap it back towards Ugo. Gonzalez moves to the middle of Jokic, those 2 long, slow strides, gets to the rim and scores.
They were really slow. And how did he beat you up the court?
That's a great question. Doesn't look like he could beat anybody. It doesn't look like he could beat you up the court.
That was a bit of a slap.
19. It's just, I said, it's the way he looks.
It's true though.
It's the way he looks. It's so deceptive. 19-18, Boston by 1. Pritchard bounce pass for Harper into the corner. Ugo, that's where he likes to shoot the 3s. This one though is no good. And the rebound for Solomon Jones. Jokic 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists here in the first quarter. 3 of 9 from the floor. Jokic steps back behind the line. There's that slow launch of the 3. Nope. And the rebound for Ugo. He is now 1 for 5 from 3. He's missed the 4 open ones, and he's hit the ridiculous one for the corner. Jaylen Brown to the free throw line. Diagonal kick to the corner. Harper's 3 is way off, and the rebound. Jokic keeps it away from Ugo. Tried to knock it free from him. Ugo tried to chase him down. Jokic keeps the dribble alive and throws out to the trailer, Bruce Brown. 1 dribble in, can't go in on Harper. Enters to Jokic against Vucevic. Jokic turns, floats it up, and gets the bounce. Of course he does.
When he turns, it's almost impossible to block it because he's so wide.
Nuggets regain the lead, 20-19. Jaylen Brown into the corner to Ron Harper. Floats it all the way back out to Vucevic. Celtics not shooting it great here. Again, to start this game, Pritchard bounce pass. Ugo cutting in, throws to the left corner. Harper kicks out of the wing. Jaylen rocking the 3. Got it.
Good pass there. Wow, look at Jokic losing out of bounds. He thought that Brown was going to run, and he didn't. He stopped. It was the quarterback leading his receiver, and the receiver just stopped.
And in the NFL, it's an incomplete pass. Here it's a turnover. And the Celtics get it in the offensive end. Of course, we're about, a half a mile from the site of the Patriots' latest AFC championship last month.
I really love the way they have this whole thing, and they emphasize, the size of the mountains here.
Here comes the Let's Go Celtics chant from the corner beneath us, which always is just packed with green. Ron Harper hands to Jaylen Brown. Fans trying to boo it out, but they can't. It's too loud. Celtics by 2 here. Cross court. Pritchard up fakes another deep 3. Drives on Bruce Brown. Gets to the free throw line. Floats it up. Way short. Air ball. Rebound Jokic. You usually don't see him settle for that shot. Jokic long lead ahead of the field. Hardaway. And he misses the layup. It rolled around the rim, and Harper collects the rebound. Everybody sat in suspense as that just circled the rim like a roulette wheel and fell out. Now 2 for 1 for the Celtics with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter, already leading by 2. The number 1 offensive team in the NBA has been held to 20 points here, Denver, in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown Leans in on Hardaway. Elbow jumper, trying to draw a foul. It's no good. Scramble for the rebound. Hardaway's got it. Lead quickly up the left side for Cam Johnson. Pritchard reaches in, knocks the ball away, but he commits a foul in the process. Celtics had the foul to give. So it stops the clock with 25.6 to go in the quarter and 20 on the shot clock.
When Jokic goes down, you're almost like, how'd he go down? It's just a little bump as they hit him from behind. His center of gravity, man, is amazing. You know, big body. I remember looked at him when one of his horses ran. He owns a couple of horses.
Yeah, he does.
And his horse won the race. He runs out on the field and grabs a horse from behind and hugs it. I'm like, okay.
There is nobody to compare Jokic to. They will be comparing guys in the future to Jokic. But he is the first of Jokic kind. He is calling the play, pinning the ball against his left hip, calling it with his right hand, taking time off the clock. 8, 7, 6 on the shot clock, 12 on the game clock as we count it down in the first quarter, and then away from the ball, Hugo Gonzalez gets in the path of Hardaway and commits a terrible foul. That will give Denver points at the free throw line. And before I can finish the sentence, I look towards the bench to see if Joe is subbing for, and yep, he's subbing for Hugo.
Why do you even turn to look at the bench? I can give my coach satisfaction. I made the
Hardaway misses the first free throw.
I made the coach and made the player who's coming to get me. I made him come in and tap me on the shoulder. We're coming to get who, me? Yeah, you.
Like when Roy White was sent out to right field to get Reggie Jackson at Fenway all those years ago in that national TV game. Reggie's like, what? What's happening now? Hardaway gets 1 of 2, 22-21. Celtics have 10.6. Derek White trouble getting the ball in bounds. Barely gets it into Keita because they were double teaming Pritchard. Quick return to Derek White. He hits half court with 6 seconds to go. Derek White finds Pritchard with 3 seconds. Pritchard lobs it. Keita all alone lays it in at the cup. Nuggets fell asleep defensively. Celtics score easily. Inbound comes to Hardaway. He will not get the three-quarters court heave away, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. The number 1 offensive team in the NBA, the Denver Nuggets, held to 35% shooting. Jokic 4 of 11, and the Celtics lead by 3 at the end of 1. Boston 24, Denver 21 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. John Stewart Drain Cleaning, with locations in Woburn and Norwood, and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily, will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Stewart Drain Cleaning, on call since 1976. Visit johnstewart.com.
We get the job done.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Champions play here, the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 3, 24-21 as we go to the second quarter here in Denver. First quarter, as always, brought to you by the Ford F-150 and the Ford F-Series. And New England Ford dealers, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. building, about 25 years old now. We're talking about Phoenix being one of the oldest arenas in the NBA. Denver is certainly up there, so is Toronto and Boston. Now buildings that you can remember opening are now among the oldest in the NBA. Used to play at McNichols Sports Arena. So used to share with the Avalanche, and before that, the Colorado Rockies.
And on top of that, they had the airport, which was damn near in the city. Really close. Now it's in the North Pole.
It's about 30 miles from downtown.
It's like, wow, okay. Man, I trying to understand it, you know, because some cities, but all the land you have here, it seems like you'd have more room for an airport that would be closer to the city.
Well, given the wind on some of these approaches, I think they want as much room as possible.
We
on those runways.
We had a few bumps last night, and I would say, yeah, it'll be again. Thank God we weren't flying. I was coming out to the bus today thinking like, whew, oh, I'm happy we're not flying tonight.
A late night adventure for the Celtics, flying up here from Phoenix last night. Celtics will spend the night as they normally do in Denver, fly back cross country tomorrow, and then host the Brooklyn Nets Friday night. And then the big NBC game Sunday against Philly. Second quarter underway. Denver going left to right. We're in the navy blues. Jokic out of the game. Valanciunas now the center. Cam Johnson leans in on Derek White. Shot is no good. The rebound comes right back to him. Kicks out Bruce Brown. Up fakes, loses Jordan Walsh. Drives to about 6 feet. Floats it up. That is no good. And Peyton Pritchard gets the defensive rebound. And the Denver Nuggets here are 8 of 25 to begin the game.
And they're missing some easy bunnies for them.
As the Suns did last night. Derek White down the right side. His floater is up and good.
He waited for the defender to come into the bat. His momentum carried him right into his shot.
First points for Derek White, 26-21. Celtics have their largest lead up by 5. This is where Denver struggled, obviously, with Jokic out of the game. Valanciunas hands to Bruce Brown, throws to the corner. Wide open three for Jones is no good. He was posing like it was going to go. Jordan Walsh the rebound. Quick outlet for Pritchard. Kata getting tangled up with Valanciunas. A couple of big bodies there. Derek White catches straightaway three. They don't guard him, and he knocks it down. Bruce Brown was late to get there, and the Celtics suddenly have an 8-point lead.
Oh, man. Get a little relaxed in on the defensive end.
7 straight for the Celtics. Spanning the quarter break, 29-21.
We're waiting for White right now to break out.
Valanciunas bounce pass. Hardaway leans in. A 12-feet jumper's good, and he got hit from behind by Jordan Walsh. So a chance for a 3-point play for Hardaway. Hardaway's just using smarts here against Walsh and Hugo Gonzalez and the younger players to try to outsmart them to translate that into points.
Well, their momentum, their defensive aggression, he's playing them like somebody in the car, like coming from behind me, I'm going to slow up, I'm going to put my brakes on, I'm going to get you into a position where you get a little confused.
Free throw good, 3-point play for Hardaway.
These dudes, every time they get wrapped up, Valanciunas and Kata.
29-24, Boston by 5. Denver needs to put up big numbers and Jokic in the game. They didn't. Derek White dribbles down the right side. Little wraparound pass to a wide-open Kata for the two-hand slam, 31-24. And, yeah, Kata's getting spoon-fed, but he's learning where to be to get spoon-fed. 31-24, Celtics by 7. Hardaway, guarded by Sam Hauser, return to Valanciunas. He'll take that set shot three. It's going to bounce in. Very friendly bounce for Valanciunas.
Well, there was one time, I think, within the last year, he hit like 7 or 8.
Yep, he had a big game. He's played a ton of games against the Celtics over the years, all those years in Toronto. Solomon Jones being physical with Derek White. He moves it to Kata, handoff back to Derek White. Draws the contact now as he launches towards the rim. I don't think they're going to give him a shot, but he was, again, that's the Derek White quick twitch IQ to release a shot knowing that a foul was coming, trying to steal the free throws, which he will not get.
Well, he knew the defender. He played him the same way. Everybody's playing the aggression. And then they're saying, okay, if you're being aggressive, I'm going to just try to play it against you.
Peyton Pritchard out of the logo where he hit a three from there earlier. Down the right side, Jones on a shoulder. Pritchard going to go all the way in. Blocked out of bounds easily by Valanciunas. 5 on the shot clock. We're seeing Peyton Pritchard willing to get his shot blocked a lot more over these last few games.
We're getting bigger opponents on them where they can get in and they can block that shot.
It's almost the teams are saying, all right, well, we're not going to take the fakes anymore. We're going to cover the other guys, so you're going to have to shoot. Under out of bounds. Pritchard shovels it out to Kata, looking for his first 3 of the year, but it's going to bounce short. Offensive rebound, though, tapped in by Sam Hauser. Let me repeat what I just said. Neemias Queta took a 3, and Sam Hauser tapped in the offensive rebound. NBA 2026. Boston by 6, 33-27. Brown floats it to Hardaway left side, leans in, banks it no good, but he stuck his elbow out to get the contact from Jordan Walsh. And Tim Hardaway is playing Jordan Walsh like a veteran is supposed to do a young guy dirty.
Yeah. You know the tendencies of a guy. If he's aggressive, you get up on him. You make it tough for him. And when he gets into you, you make sure you slow down enough where you can get that contact.
So that's 2 fouls apiece on the young energy chaos guys for the Celtics, Hugo Gonzalez and Jordan Walsh, and Hardaway's drawn 3 of the 4. He misses another free throw, though. Played against the Celtics for the Dallas Mavericks in the finals.
Didn't really have
2 years ago.
Didn't really have a good series.
No, he had that good game 4 like they all did.
Oh, that counted for one.
What a blessing in disguise that was. To get to win the championship at home. Hardaway bounces the second one in. He's been shaky from the free throw line here. 33-28, Boston by 5. With both Jaylen Brown and Jokic out of the game here. 9:21 to go in the first half. Derek White moves to Decatur. On the wing, looking to go back to Derek White. Out of the logo, guarded by Hardaway. Derek White, a couple of dribbles to the right hand, pull up 3, swish.
Well, we asked one of these days, when is it going to be Derek White's day? Is this it now?
3 of 5, 2 of 3 from 3. Bruce Brown drives down the right side, floats it out of the wing. Solomon Jones lines up a 3 and drills it. Gets it right back. Spencer Jones has been good this year. Quick 3 by Hauser, no good. And the rebound, Valanciunas had it slapped away by Jordan Walsh, loose on the floor. Jordan Walsh punches it free, but the first one there is going to be Cam Johnson. Bounce pass ahead to Hardaway, pull up 3. Awkward shot, no good. Rebound for Cam Johnson.
Wow, look at Valanciunas. They wraps it 3 seconds.
Yeah, Valanciunas in there forever. He and Keita were wrestling. They're wiping away a shot that went in. They're calling this foul on Keita, and that was Valanciunas and Keita just going Greco-Roman wrestling for about 30 seconds in the paint there.
Well, Keita can stay in the lane all he wants to. Valanciunas has a time clock, and it expired then. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. He got up to that 1,006.
Call a foul on Keita. Now you got 2 on Keita and 3 team fouls early in the second quarter. Remember that for when Jokic comes back later in the quarter. Moving to the left corner, Bruce Brown's 3 is no good. Spencer Jones, big-time offensive rebound, slapping it back out to Hardaway. His 3 is no good. This one hits Spencer Jones, but it's going to be another loose ball foul on the Celtics. This one's going to be on Sam Hauser. And now you got 4 team fouls on the Celtics here with 8:09 to go in the quarter.
But what they've taught these guys to do now, if you can't get the rebound, just come and whack it as hard as you can, and maybe your guys will get it. They've done it about 2 or 3 times in this quarter.
Spencer Jones hounded by Derek White. Going to go left side. Cam Johnson wearing a familiar white T-shirt. Under the navy blue uniform. Pritchard down in his defensive stance against him. 4 to shot clock. Left-hand dribble. Johnson driving. The last second floats it up. Blocked by Keita, but he blocks it all the way out to the three-point line where a shot's taken by Bruce Brown. It's no good, but another offensive rebound as Denver getting a lot of second chances here, and they are controlling the shot margin here. Got 5 more shots. That's why they only trail by 5. Hardaway for Cam Johnson. Right side 3 is good. And the Celtics getting beat at their own game here.
Joe gets a timeout. He's just tired of it. We talked about it in the beginning of the game. You said keys to the game, not giving up offensive rebounds. And the Celtics continue to give them up.
The Celtics have gone from the worst defensive rebounding team in the league to one of the best, but an ugly stretch, and their lead is down to 2 with Jokic out of the game. 7:38 to go in the first half. Boston 36, Denver 34 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Hardy. I got a question. Is your attic insulation as old as your home? It's probably time to upgrade. Call my friends at Revise, a Mass Save partner. They'll do a no-cost home energy assessment where you could get 75 to 100% off approved insulation and air sealing improvements. Why wait? Schedule your no-cost home energy assessment with Revise today. Visit callrevise.com or call 800-885-SAVE. That's callrevise.com or 800-885-SAVE.
Hi, my name's Connor Boyle, a pro-level powerlifter with multiple world records, and none of that would be possible without Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy. When I initially saw orthopedic doctors, had x-rays, and MRIs, they were convinced that it was arthritis, a torn labrum, torn rotator cuff, and they were completely content to offer and schedule full shoulder replacement surgery. I knew that couldn't be the answer, and that's when I reached out to Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy. I didn't need shoulder replacement. I didn't need cortisone shots. I had torn nothing. There was a tendon issue, and Boston Prolotherapy was perfect to help. Before I saw Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy, the injury had progressed to the point where I was probably going to have to stop competing. Since the treatment, not only has my rank in the sport improved, but I have multiple top 10 and top 5 finishes at pro meets.
Thanks to Boston Prolotherapy, Connor finished top 10 at February's Powerlifting Invitational, hitting a personal best bench press, completely pain-free. Imagine what you could do without pain. BostonProlotherapy.com. You hear that? No, it's not a crowd cheering. That's a mouse doing a victory lap in your attic. Spiders, they're running a full court press in your shower. And stink bugs, they've just called a timeout on your living room wall. It's a new year, new season, but pests trying to run the same old plays is what's going on. But not on my field, folks. I've been using Burgess Pests for years. Local, fast, and they don't just show up. Burgess comes to win the fight against pests. Year-round coverage starts at $39 a month with nearly 100 years of family-owned experience. Mice, spiders, stink bugs, benched. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Boston lead is 36-34 with 7:38 to go in the first half. We focused on the Big Y big man matchup. Brought to you by Big Y. Nicely done. Jokic got off to the slow start. Denver did not score in the quarter he was on the floor, but now they're scoring because they're getting offensive rebounds, which is something the Celtics have been doing, controlling the shot margin. Denver has gotten 6 extra shots, and you think of looking at the bigs when you're not getting defensive rebounds, but now it's the long shots that create the long rebounds, and Celtics a little flat-footed here on the second night of the back-to-back. They're not getting them, and I'm not surprised at all to see Baylor Shireman coming back in the game here.
What you've seen is several times, Celtics getting over and everybody tapping at the basketball. Derek White had a chance to get it. He was trying to tap it over to somebody else. Secure the basketball yourself if you're the Boston Celtics in that situation.
Celtics, after this trip is over, will play 4 out of 5 at home, and the aforementioned sneaky back-to-back at Milwaukee in there on Monday night being the lone road game. And with everybody talking and everybody buzzing, is this the stretch of home games in which the Celtics will make a roster addition? Everything seems to be trending that way. Celtics return to the floor with Jaylen Brown back in the game. Derek White, Shireman, Keita, and Vucevic, double bigs. Derek White for Vucevic against the smaller Bruce Brown.
Clear, good. Zone
showing double team. Vucevic throws to the left corner. Shireman, ball fake on Spencer Jones. Foots with the left hand, no good. He gets his own rebound, and what happened? He's fouled on the floor.
Why did the referee on the far side have to make that call when it's right in front of the guy here in the corner? But as you said, Shireman comes in and gets you offensive rebound immediately.
Spencer Jones, second-year man from Stanford, called for the foul. We saw him the first time. He had just come from guarding Maxey for an entire game in Philadelphia. And it's like the Celtics young guys. They're just using those young athletes. Go guard the best players. Derek White floats it to Jaylen Brown. Quick pass into the corner. Vucevic to try a 3, no good. And the rebound belongs to Cam Johnson. Celtics off to another slow start from distance, 5 of 17. Cam Johnson for Christian Brown on the right side. Left-hand dribble, return to Cam Johnson. Brown sets the screen. Johnson gets to the free throw line, misses badly, but the rebound comes right to Valanciunas. 9th offensive rebound for Denver here. Valanciunas up fakes, Vucevic doesn't go for it. Valanciunas turns, there's a jump hook up and good.
Valanciunas has been doing that since he got in the league. Perk used to tell me that all the time. Gotta read it. Don't go for the head fake.
8 straight for the Nuggets with Jokic on the bench. Ties the game at 36, and Derek White unties it from the left wing with an open 3.
Derek White moving, and we talked about what can he do. This is his night.
Derek White has 11 now in 12 minutes, 39-36. Boston by 3.
Wow.
Brown trying to get it back from the wing. 3 comes up short. Rebound.
Whoa, wait a minute. A rebound. Something's got a defense rebound.
Denver, 24 to 38 shots have been threes here. They don't take a lot compared to the rest of the league. Jaylen Brown overruns his dribble. Bruce Brown knocks the ball loose, out of bounds. Celtics will keep it. And Bruce Brown is losing his mind, wanting David Adelman to challenge for possession.
Yep.
They're going to do it. Yeah, definitely went off the foot of Jaylen Brown. So be a coach's challenge here that Denver is going to win, and they will get the ball when we return. 6:08 to go first half. Boston 39, Denver 36 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new.
Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit ClintonSavings.com, 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Coming up at halftime, Sean Silver will update you on all the scores around the NBA. Everything else will be over in the league. And good news to the Celtics on the out-of-town scoreboard. Cleveland loses their game. Toronto loses their game. As the Celtics continue to be in unbelievable shape that you could not have imagined. And people talking about with the Celtics having won 9 of 10, and they lead the Nuggets by 39-36. Coach's challenge resulted as we expected. Here comes the overturn call.
Successful challenge. It's a timeout due to the mandatory. They will retain their ability to challenge further in the game.
So the Denver Nuggets will get it here, down 39-36. The very popular championship indicator. Phil Jackson first came up with it. A lot of guys did in the olden days. Can you win 40 before you lose 20? And it was unthinkable that the Celtics team was going to come anywhere near it. And even a couple of weeks ago, obviously it was a crazy long shot, but now they've won 9 out of 10. And if they find a way to steal this game in Denver tonight, they'll have a chance to do that Friday against Brooklyn, which is the latest piece of sorcery that this team this year has conjured, including playing teams with a lot of their star players out, which may end up including Jamal Murray tonight, under the weather, now listed as questionable to return.
Wow. Guys get in this situation sometimes, and you're lucky to have good things happen to you.
Jokic is back in the game here. Catches to the elbow, knocks Vucevic away, leans in and scores. That was really easy, just bowled his way to the basket. 39-38, Denver within 1.
Put the elbow in his chest and just knocked him backwards.
The thing here, everybody complains about you don't want to burn out Jokic, and then when Jokic isn't on the floor, they say, why isn't he on the floor more? Derek White's entry pass is deflected. Derek White turns it over. Big Najee to lead for Bruce Brown. He misses the layup. 3-on-1. Those are the opportunities they've got to cash in on. Jaylen Brown has the rebound. And Jaylen pushed from behind by Bruce Brown. He goes right into his own man, Vucevic. Runs it up no good. That was going nowhere from the start. Now Denver, another 2-on-1 the other way. Strawther gives it up at the last second to Bruce Brown, and Harper crashes into him, and he'll make him earn it at the free throw line.
Ooh, a little raggedy right now.
This has now been a high-level performance by either side.
Look at this move here. We're watching Jokic on this. Look, watch this elbow at the end. Man, he just goes right into the body and gets great leverage there and knocks his man backwards.
So Bruce Brown won the championship here and then took the money, as anybody would have. First free throw bounces in for him. And the Nuggets have come back to tie it.
Remember I told him, I'm not sure if he was at Indiana at the time or he was in Brooklyn. I said, Denver misses you.
He gets the free throws, and the Nuggets now on a 12-3 run to go from down 8 to up 1, 40-39. Nuggets on top, 5:21 to go in the first half. Final game of the 4-game trip for the Celtics. Harper hands to Derek White. Been a hot hand. He returns to Harper. He is open. It's a straightaway three. It looks short, and it is short. Rebound punched ahead, but all the way into the hands of Derek White. Returns the other way against Najee. Puts it in the left hand. Drives, bounce pass to the left corner. Harper going to try again. Nope. And the rebound belongs to Christian Brown. Ron Harper is now 0 for 5.
Bang. Getting good looks. Just they couldn't miss him.
Jokic. Straight away up top. Vucevic daring him to shoot. He doesn't want to. He hands off instead to Christian Brown. Brown, pump fake, gets to the elbow, drop back to Jokic. And he leans into Harper, and they're going to give him the call. Harper was stepping away from Jokic. And if his name was not Jokic, there's no way he's getting that call.
Brown is right now barking, but it looked like he was.
And Jaylen Brown is saying, okay, I'm a star in this league too. If you're giving Jokic a ridiculous call like that, I should be getting him too.
Well,
I'm loving this fan over here to our right behind the Nuggets broadcast network. You got to have some serious leather lungs to yell from up here. Jokic misses a free throw. He's had, I don't know what Jamal Murray has, but I wonder if Jokic has a touch of it because he does not look like himself. 5 of 12, now misses his first free throw.
Harper coming out of the game now, bringing in Pritchard, a little bit more reliable three-point shooter. Whoa.
Jokic misses both. 84% on the year. And it remains a 1-point game. This has been ugly. 40-39. Nuggets on top, 4.5 to go until the break. Jaylen Brown turns the corner, pull up on Jokic from 17. Shot no good. Rebound Najee. And the outlet to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown going to play a lot here. Jamal Murray's not coming back. Bruce Brown moves into Jokic, standing on the three-point line against Vucevic. Handoff Strother. Strother attacking Jaylen Brown, tiptoes the baseline, shovels to the left corner where nobody is guarding Bruce Brown, but he misses the open three. On the rebound for Vucevic. Guys missing open shots here in the first half. Jaylen Brown, handoff for Derek White. In the logo. Derek White puts it back in the left hand, attacks Strother, draws the contact, runs it from about 12 feet away, no good, back iron. And Derek White will get free throws. Sorry, this guy's cracking me up.
Derek goes right into the body. If the defender is close enough to you, this time just shoot the basketball. Boom. You stop. He's still moving. Get a couple of free throws. The game can be a very simple game if you play it with your mind.
What I laugh so much about, what makes me just brings me joy, is that was as obvious and easy a foul call as there is in the NBA. And when fans just go crazy over it anyway, you love to see it. Derek White gets the first free throw. ESPN just showing his parents who are here at the game. Derek White, of course, played at Colorado.
Well, where he went to get where he's at, man. And you could tell San Antonio did not want to give him up.
And just as we say it, who comes into the game but KJ Simpson, who also went to Colorado years later. Derek White gets the free throws. Celtics regain the lead, 41-40. We'll sync it up for you right here with 4 minutes to go in the first half right now if you're syncing up with ESPN. And a great conversation, a chance to talk to Jay Billis before the game. Driving Strother, throws a bounce pass to the corner, picked out by Pritchard. That was a blind pass. He was hoping no Celtic would be there, and his hope went unfulfilled. Pritchard for Jaylen Brown, got an open man in the corner at Shireman. His three, nope. Rebound, Vucevic keeps it alive. Throws all the way back out to Jaylen Brown. He has an opening, attacks the middle of the floor. 2 long strides, Jokic stays with him, and the shot gets blocked. Jokic was there, so was Najee. Jokic. Front court, moves to the left corner. Quick three by Strother. That's going to come up short. And the rebound on the weak side for Peyton Pritchard.
This isn't a shooting clinic.
No. Jokic 5 of 12. Jaylen Brown 4 of 11. Moves it to Derek White. He's been the most reliable Celtic shooter. And he stepped out of bounds trying to give himself some momentum to drive on Strother. I'm not sure. The Celtics are playing the 4th game of the road trip and the 2nd game of a travel back-to-back at altitude. I'm not sure what the Nuggets' excuse is other than losing Jamal Murray and taking him out of this offense. David Adelman going to see what he has here with KJ Simpson. Jokic in his office straight away up top and away from the ball. The Celtics are now over the limit as Hauser grabs Zeke Najee. And the Celtics go over the limit, and I'm not sure they committed a foul anywhere near the ball.
No, everything was pretty much grabbing, reaching. You want to drive a coach crazy, do that.
First free throw for Najee, way short. Brooklyn Nets will be on a back-to-back when they get to Boston, maybe evening some of the jet lag Celtics will be dealing with. They've got to play San Antonio on a back-to-back tomorrow. Back-to-back for the Spurs. San Antonio just cutting a swath. If you're late joining us, the Spurs are now just one game in the loss column. Behind OKC, with the Thunder sitting everybody tonight and losing out Detroit. I'm sure ESPN was thrilled with that. Najee misses both free throws. Sam Hauser gets the rebound. Denver is now 5 of 11 from the free throw line. 3 minutes to go in the half. Right now, 41-40. Celtics by 1 in a slugfest. Sam Hauser returns it to Derek White straight away. Vucevic wants it, standing at the three-point line. Vucevic turns, fires, comes up short. Long rebound. Denver will get it. Najee will hand to Jokic. Jokic into the front court. Vucevic in front of him. Throws it back to Simpson. Simpson dribbles to 12 feet. Runs it up. No good. Scramble for the rebound. Off the glass. Into the hands of Vucevic. Denver shooting 32%. The Celtics, they're under 40 themselves. Pritchard. Push pass for Jaylen Brown against Christian Brown. Couple of dribbles in. Dribbles between his legs. Little push off. Step back. Free throw line swish.
Found something good. This time, a little separation with the elbow and the chest.
43-40. 2:15 to go in the first half.
I thought you were looking at your clock. Last time they scored.
Christian Brown takes the handoff from Jokic. Nobody wants to shoot a three. Brown bobbles it. Has it back. Shovels to the corner. Najee will try one. Rims out. And the rebound belongs to Pritchard. As we hit 2 minutes to go. 43-40 with two of the best offensive teams in NBA history. We're in the Wayback Machine. Game only Jimmy O'Brien would love. Jaylen Brown. Guarded by Christian Brown. Throws the left shoulder into him at the free throw line, and they're going to call the foul here. Celtics bench helping with that call. Nuggets had a foul to give here. Denver, 32% from the floor. 7 of 27, 26% from three. And they have missed 6 of their 11 free throws. Jaylen Brown, trigger the inbound, into Vucevic. Derek White against Bruce Brown, deep on the right side, finds Vucevic, return to Derek White, deep on the right side against Bruce Brown again. Shot clock down to 4, Derek White steps to his left, delayed jump, he hits the rim, at the very least with an awkward shot. Rebound, Nuggets have it, long outlet, pulling up, Cam Johnson knocks down the open three. Now we end up here with 1:19 to go in the first half, exactly where we should with both these teams in a rock fight. We're tied, 43 apiece. Peyton Pritchard with Simpson in his back, behind the back bounce pass for Vucevic. 2 long strides in, cross court deflected by Cam Johnson. He was thinking about a pick 6 there, but he deflected it out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 8 to shoot. And it is as if both teams have taken a boisterous, raucous crowd out of the game because it's been so sluggish. Jaylen Brown on the inbound of Vucevic. He's going to launch a straightaway three. Front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Derek White. Put back is good. Pulled Jokic away from the rim, so there was nobody to rebound for Denver or block a putback. 45-43, Boston by 2. Final minute, first half. Here's Jokic against Vucevic. Baseline extended. Jokic wants Christian Brown to move. Drop step. Jokic steps in and draws the foul. And free throws coming for Jokic. He missed his first 2. No shortage of ridiculous numbers and an era that when we get farther distance from it, people will be saying, why didn't he win more MVPs? Was it just voter fatigue? Because there comes a point where you just realize night to night he is the best player in the league. Will there be voter fatigue with SGA? Will either of these guys get the 65 games this year? And if they don't, is there a Cade Cunningham that might come out of nowhere and claim it? Jokic gets the first free throw. Tim Hardaway comes back in. Celtics should get the 2 for 1 here with 48 seconds to go in the first half. Long shot in the ESPN of Jason Tatum. That's what their conversation's been all day. We're getting closer and closer. Jokic gets the free throws, and we're tied again, 45 apiece. Derek White walks the dog, but a bad angle pass by Jaylen Brown, so he has to touch it pretty quick. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown against Bruce Brown. Deep straight away. Jokic comes at him. Jaylen got knocked down. No call. Bounce pass lead. Hardaway is alone. Two-hand slam. Jaylen Brown with his palms in the air saying, am I going to get any calls tonight? Instead, it'll be a Jaylen Brown turnover, and Denver has the lead, and the Celtics should lose the 2-for-1 here. Jaylen Brown knows he'll get a call if he goes to the rim. Instead, he pulls up, and in the last second throws to Vucevic. To Derek White. Left side three. Got it. Celtics answer and regain the lead. Denver should get the last shot, though, with 18 seconds to go in the half. Derek White bailing the Celtics out with 18 here in the first half. Finally breaking out. It was inevitable. Jokic walks it, which is not hard to picture. Walks it across half court. 9 seconds to go in the half. Cam Johnson sets the high screen. Jokic left alone. He's going to launch that slow three. Short, misses another one. Vucevic has the rebound. Quick outlet, Pritchard. Half-court shot is in the air. Banked off the rim. No good. Outside of the first half will come to an end. Jokic, 5 of 13. He missed 2 free throws. Jaylen Brown goes 5 of 12 with a couple of turnovers. Celtics barely get to 40% shooting. Denver, 34%. And the 2 of the top 6 offensive teams in NBA history both failed to get to 50 in the first half. Coming up, Sean Silver will run you through scores from around the NBA, including good news for the Celtics on the out-of-town scoreboard. NHL back in business as well. We'll update you on all of it. Then back here at Ball Arena with the Celtics lead the Nuggets 48-47 at halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Nothing compares to catching your Boston Celtics live, and nobody knows that better than you, Celtics fans. It all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Boston Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Celtics tickets at Ticketmaster, even if you're headed to the game last minute. Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets, and there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Jaylen Brown knows he'll get a call if he goes to the rim. Instead, he pulls up and in the last second throws to Vucevic. To Derek White. Left side three. Got it. Celtics answer and regain the lead. Denver should get the last shot, though, with 18 seconds to go in the half.
Welcome into our Waltham studios. I'm Sean Silver with your Celtics halftime from Denver. The Boston Celtics lead the Nuggets 48-47. You just heard there our player taking care of business in the first half. Derek White pacing the green with 18 points tonight. That's sponsored by Cambridge Savings Bank, where taking care of business starts with a great team. With CSB, you get a partner who puts you first so you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Celtics and Nuggets, 2 of the better teams in the NBA. A late-night Wednesday showcase. You always kind of enjoy these ones. On Mountain Time, of course. But the Nuggets for the last 5 or so years, an upper echelon team have won the finals. The Celtics, of course, recent winners of the NBA Finals. These two teams always kind of in it. Boston on a back-to-back after last night's win in Phoenix, trying to make a 4-0 road trip for them. The Nuggets down a couple of key rotation guys in Aaron Gordon, Peyton Watson, of course, Nikola Jokic. He's always primed to go off in the Mile High City, so see how we do. First quarter, Jokic doing Jokic things.
Murray sets the screen, so now it's Shireman on the switch against Jokic. Jokic took his eye off and nearly dribbled it out of bounds. Shot clock is winding down, so he has to take a fall away. Prayer for three in front of the Denver bench, and of course it goes right down the middle.
Smiling as he did.
A perennial MVP candidate. Not great from the floor early on in this one. He was 2 for his first 7. The Nuggets as a team well under 40% in the first quarter, but meanwhile, Jaylen Brown cooking for the Green.
Baylor Shireman shovels back out to Jaylen Brown. Christian Brown is to reset defensively. Jaylen blows right by him, gets in deep, and runs it off the window and in. Too easy.
Brown is still barking, saying he got hit again in the back of the head. He won it and won.
Another Baylor Shireman offensive rebound leads to good things happening. 16-13, Celtics by 3.
Jaylen Brown rested after a night off, taking advantage of some absences for Denver, going right at Christian Brown. Jaylen a dozen in the first quarter. Celtics led 24-21 after one. Second quarter, Celtics stretched their lead out to 8 points, but the Nuggets answer with a run of their own. D. White keeping the Green afloat.
8 straight for the Nuggets with Jokic on the bench. Ties the game at 36, and Derek White unties it from the left wing with an open 3.
Derek White moving, and we talked about what can he do. This is his night.
Derek White has 11 now in 12 minutes, 39-36. Boston by 3.
And as we said, 18 in that first half for White. A game described as a slog, a rock fight. Derek White having a great first half. Everybody else looks stuck in quicksand. Another note from that second quarter, Jamal Murray under the weather and questionable to return our score. 24 minutes into this one, 48-47, the Celtics with the lead. Let's go inside the box score. The Celts shot 41% for that first half, 7 of 24 from downtown. That's a 29% clip. They did make all 5 of their free throws. The Nuggets, 34% from the field, 8 of 29 from behind the arc. It's 28%, and 7 of 13 from the line, 54% at the charity stripe. Boston does control the rebounding advantage, 28-24. The Nuggets have handed out 3 more assists, however, and only turned the ball over 2 times to Boston's 7. As mentioned, Derek White, the leading scorer for the Green, with 18 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Jaylen Brown has 14 on 5 out of 12 from the field. For the Nuggets, they are paced by Jokic, of course, with 13 points, but just 5 of 13 from the floor in the first half. With a score of 48-47, the Celtics up on the Nuggets in the Mile High City. I'm Sean Silver. Headlines coming up. Then we'll send it back to Grandy and Max for the call of the second half. Here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. The 99 Restaurant's $14.99 Big Deal Meals are now available every day, all day. So hurry in today or any day for our roasted turkey dinner. You gotta love the nines.
Do you know the signs of dehydration? Dark yellow urine. It should look like pale lemonade instead. Fatigue. Less coordination or concentration. Lower intensity level than usual. Lower performance than expected. Muscle fatigue or cramps. To help you stay hydrated, Mass General Brigham Health Plan has installed a hydration station in Boston's Seaport District, right on Seaport Common. Check it out and follow at MGB Health Plan on Instagram for more wellness tips.
When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. Super Service today is overstocked with water heaters, furnaces, boilers, and heat pumps. Ready for same-day replacement, day or night, and always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com.
Sex, intimacy, love. These 3 things are critical to a good relationship. That's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At Northeast Men's Health, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, If you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 617-793-5000 or visit northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Hey, listen, it's cold, real New England cold. And when that happens, we all run inside and crank the heat. But before you breathe that warm and cozy air, do you know what's hiding in your ducts? I'm talking pounds of nasty stuff, dead insects, dust, pet dander, basically a mini haunted house living in your vents. And that's why my guy Chris and his team at Green Home Solutions are the real MVPs. They hit your system with antimicrobial treatment, hospital-grade disinfection, and boom, the bug poop, the grossness, it's all gone. So do your lungs a favor, call 1-800-SOLUTIONS, tell them so sent you.
Boston, get in the game with BSSC, the Boston area's leader in adult rec sports leagues. From soccer to softball, hoops to football, BSSC has it all. Sign up early and save $100 off your team registration. This year, play with Boston's best. Register your team now at BSSC.com.
Hit 985thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Scoreboard from around the league brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Looking around the association, some earlier wins here for the Pistons over the Thunder, 124-116. Cade Cunningham, 29 points, 13 assists. Jaylen Duren, 29 points, 15 rebounds. In that one, the Thunder sit both Chet and SGA. It's the Spurs squeaking by the Raptors, 110-107. Warriors blew out the Grizzlies. The Rockets all over the Kings. And the Cavs decided to sit Donovan Mitchell. The Bucks beat them by 2 tonight. Celtics and Nuggets, the only game in progress, seeds up 1 at the half. NHL back on the ice tonight. Wins for the Stars, Lightning, Caps, and Sabres. The Avs lead the Mammoth in the third. Canucks up on the Jets in the third. Kings and Knights tied up at 1 after 1. And the Oilers up 2-1 on the Ducks after 1. The Bruins back on the ice against the Blue Jackets at TD Garden tomorrow night. Red Sox 5-3 Grapefruit League winners over the Twins today. And CC Sabathia will get his number retired by the New York Yankees. I'm Sean Silver. As mentioned, the Celtics leading the Nuggets 48-47 at the half. Grandy and Max got the call the second half coming up on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Season, bake, and enjoy. Chicken is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Value Pack Signature Select Whole Chicken, drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone-in for just 99 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Save on chicken today. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
It's time for This Date in Celtics History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for 98!
KG is locked and loaded tonight. Isaiah Thomas gets it back from Jay Crowder. Looking for an opening. Step back, nothing there. Throws the bounce pass to Crowder. Swung to the open. Jerebko for three. Got it. Third three of the night for Jonas Jerebko in his home Celtics debut, and Boston leads by 21.
Jerebko making things happen. Maybe I'll go out and buy a jersey. Jerebko, number 8. What, 8? 8?
Hey, when you wear that number 8, you just want to launch threes, don't you? Wow. Even Antoine catching strays 11 years ago tonight as Jonas Jerebko came off the bench in his home debut for Brad Stevens and the Celtics 11 years ago tonight. We just talked about the trades, passing the anniversary of the trade that brought him. I think that team, because of what the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum era has been, it's always going to be overlooked because this team is going to set a new bar for overachievement. But those Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Evan Turner, Jonas Jerebko teams, people love those teams.
No, I mean, playing hard, being efficient, and playing with emotion.
Are you suggesting that these two teams tonight have not been doing that?
What's the score?
48-47. Right. Two of the top 5 offensive teams in NBA history. Both failed to crack 50 in the first half. The Nuggets just shooting horribly, and Jamal Murray doubtful to return, and he's not going to return if we see the second half begin with Bruce Brown. They'll be handling the ball. Obviously, Jokic should be handling a lot, so will Christian Brown. Celtics keep their starting lineup intact here. And who is going to break through? Well, Celtics, the two teams have combined to go 15 of 53 from three. 28%.
And watching this half, they won't be able to miss.
That's usually the way it goes around here. Bruce Brown against Baylor Shireman, going right to left. Denver wearing the road navy blue. Celtics wearing the home white tonight on the road in Denver. Celtics play 4 of the next 5 at home, starting on Friday against Brooklyn. Cam Johnson for Jokic. He's going to keep trying those threes till he makes one, but not here. Comes up short. All these Jokic shots have been short. Hauser, shovel pass for Jaylen Brown. Strawther in front of him on the baseline. Boy, Jokic looks like a human being tonight instead of some kind of superhero. Jaylen Brown drives in, elbows first, knocks Strawther backwards. He was determined to get a call, and he finally gets one.
Well, I give you a guy up here screaming for that one because you're looking at the defender's head goes boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's Strawther take his space away, and Strawther was in the spot. He was clearly inside the circle, so you can't make really any contact there, but that was Jaylen saying, I'm going to get some calls now. And where does Jaylen fit in all of these conversations here going on all day long, and he misses the first free throw?
Well, I think he's right in there, top 5.
I don't think there's any question.
And that's what I don't think any of us thought that at the beginning of the year.
Put the 65-game thing aside. To me right now, it's SGA, Jokic. I think Cade Cunningham is up there in that top 3. And Wemby. That's your 4. And right now, Jaylen Brown to me is 5th. And I have him ahead of Luka. I'd have him ahead of Donovan Mitchell. I would have him ahead of Anthony Edwards. Well, it's very close. But the question is, how many of those guys are going to get to 65 games, including this guy here with it, Jokic? Turnaround Joe Buck, no good. I got a feeling, I got a hunch we're going to find out afterwards that Jokic isn't feeling well either. Jaylen Brown goes the distance and gets fouled again. I mean, Jokic obviously is a slow, methodical player normally, but if you watch a lot of Jokic, you know this is not normal.
Yeah, he's trying to move his feet. Look like he doesn't have a lot of strength at the end. He goes into the chest. Look at that offhand. But just putting a hand up, just challenging at the very end of that shot. Not a lot on it.
He got all the way to the rim, and did it come up short again? It did.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, first free throw is good.
Here's the thing that Brown is doing. He is making the officials make the call. He essentially was coming to 1-on-3, attack, got all the way to the rim, and they grabbed him. He's been saying that all night.
Free throw attempts 13-9 in favor of Denver as Jaylen gets them both here. He's hit 3 in a row, and the Celtics lead by 4. 51-47, opening minute of the second half here in Denver tonight. It looks like the Nuggets are going to go the rest of the way without Jamal Murray, who was so brilliant in the game in Boston. Bounce pass, Cam Johnson gives Jokic another look at a three. Finally knocks one down. That's his first set shot three that he's knocked down tonight. He is 2 for 8 overall, and if you're just joining us, he hit a ridiculous one, almost falling out of bounds in the corner at the end of the shot clock in the first half. 51-50. Boston by 1. Kata finds Jaylen Brown right side. Christian Brown in front of him. Cross-court tough pass for Derek White to handle. He saves it from going out of bounds. Dribbles, left hand, right hand. Cam Johnson in front of him. Derek White, pull up three. That's a tough shot. No good. A boulder. Rebound comes all the way out to Christian Brown. Now the Nuggets who take the lead. Jokic makes the extra pass to Cam Johnson. Steps back behind the line. Three is no good. And Jaylen Brown pulls the rebound away from Bruce Brown.
Coming back, get that rebound.
How many open shots have these teams missed tonight? Baylor Shireman puts in the hands of Kata. Straight away, that's usually a signal for Derek White to come get it, and that's the play. Derek White finds Shireman. He's got a pretty good look. Right side three. It's a deep one. Swish.
Well, I said they're going to find a way for somebody else to get open and knock down shots.
Second of the night for Baylor Shireman. Celtics 8 of 26, 31% from three. Lead by 4, 54-50.
Haven't seen a lot of teams going back door.
Cam Johnson for Bruce Brown, and he was out of bounds when he caught it. Saw Derek White call for that earlier. This time Bruce Brown has called for it.
Good enough. Being aggressive, cutting off the passing lanes. And normally what you see with the Nuggets, they backdoor you to death. We haven't seen a lot of that today.
It is crazy quiet in here right now. People are tired. No question. Late start. Jokic leans on Kata and commits a kind of nonsense foul. First on Jokic. Doesn't really affect the game. Celtics will have the side out of bounds. This is it, man. This is what ESPN wanted. They wanted the star power of Boston, Denver. No other games going on in the NBA. And it has been a clunker, but it's close. Boston by 4, early third quarter. Derek White takes the handoff. Dog by Bruce Brown, dribbles away from him behind the Kata screen. Down the left side he comes. Hands to Kata, dives in, and he just dropped the ball. He just dropped it on the way up, but Denver going to give it right back as Strother misses the lead pass to Bruce Brown.
Kata, with those big mitts of his, tried to dunk the basketball and just lost it. And Jokic wasn't even going to challenge that shot.
It looks like the Monstars got to both of these teams. Baylor Shireman deep on the right side. Finds Kata, wants it back. And away from the ball, Celtic goes down, tripped up. Bruce Brown trips up Derek White. And now it is Denver in foul trouble early in the quarter. 4 fouls in the first 2:43.
Now, can the Celtics take advantage of that, though? We've seen several times where the Celtics don't. They start shooting jump shots. Now I got to get to the rim as fast as I can, trying to get the contact, shoot a couple of free throws.
Jaylen Brown lobs it into Kata. Now Derek White straight away. Also trying to get away from Christian Brown. With Bruce Brown in his defensive stance in front of Derek White. He moves it to Shireman. Shot clock already down to 4. Entry, Jaylen Brown gets to the free throw line, feels contact, throws it up towards the rim. It's an air ball shot clock violation. He was trying to draw a foul. Wasn't going to get it there. How many times have you heard me reference the shot clock in this game tonight? Because it's down at 5-4 almost every possession.
A lot.
You never see.
And you're talking about Denver, who is not exceptionally, never been exceptionally a good defensive team.
They're down to 32% shooting. Celtics have dipped back under 40. Boston by 4, early third quarter. Cam Johnson, left-hand dribble, goes back towards Jokic. Did it get deflected? It did, so Jokic can go get it in the backcourt. Hey, guess what? Shot clock is low. It's at 6. Jokic moving to his right, little tiptoes behind the line. His three bounces short, and the rebound for Derek White. Jokic is 2 of 9 from 3. He shoots 42% from distance. Derek White, strong down the right side, runs it off the window, does not get the bounce. Rebound deflected. Christian Brown's got it. Everything is just slow tonight. Jokic into the front court. Push pass back to Christian Brown. Return to Jokic, and they're going to call reaching foul on Jaylen Brown.
Brown, how can you call it as much contact as we have in this game?
Officially, we didn't figure this out already, but Jamal Murray will not return. 17 assists, 2 turnovers in the first meeting last month. Jokic did not play. He's looking for one here. Instead, he gets it back from Christian Brown. Going to work on Kata. Jokic spins, loses Kata, and scores off the window.
That was a great move. He used that big body and leverage, and that spin move hooked him a little bit.
Jokic has 18 points, but it's taken him 18 shots to get there. And what did we say at the start of the night? Keep the other numbers down, including the assists. And Jokic is at 3 assists early in the third quarter. And now Jokic again fouls Queta 30 feet from the basket, and Denver is over the limit with 7:55 to go in the third.
You know, and you see some of these moves again. What looks like a normal move to everybody else was a quick move for Jokic. This time a little spin to the baseline. Queta makes the first and two. This is a good thing about Queta from a free throw line, though. Not a bad free throw shooter. When you get a big in like that, it's good.
68%. Nothing special, nothing
bad.
You're certainly not going to hack him.
Yeah.
It's just one of the many fundamental things that the Celtics have done well this year. They don't get to the line a lot, but when they get there, with the most interesting man in the world, they make it count. 56-52, Boston by 4. Jokic slowly into the front court for Christian Brown. Return to Jokic. Queta comes out the challenge. Baseline extended. Derek White shows double team. Kick out Christian Brown. Brown going to launch a three over Derek White. Got it. And a foul. Queta shoved Jokic as Brown was making the three.
4-point play. Let me see on the inside here. Let me see where he fouled him at.
And Jokic got inside position. And he felt the forearm of Queta in the small of his back, and Jokic, who you would have difficulty moving with a tractor trailer, made sure that the official saw it.
A little dive action.
So now Jokic, who's already missed a couple of free throws tonight, can tie the game at the free throw line. Does not get the bounce. What is going on with Jokic tonight? 2 of 9 from 3, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Boston hangs on to the lead. Bad pass by Derek White as Queta was leaning the other way, and the pass just bounces out of bounds. And this game, which seemed like house money for the Celtics, what a thrill if they could pull off this upset. And for the Denver Nuggets going into this brutal portion of the schedule, such a critical game for them, and neither team is playing like it. Christian Brown, kick out Strawther was open, doesn't want the three. It's dead. Queta comes out the challenge. Strawther, bounce entry Jokic, turns the face on Vucevic. Pull up jumper, swish.
You have your hands down. It's like a sight for him.
57-56. Denver regains the lead. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter right now if you're syncing up with ESPN. Jaylen Brown pulls up at the elbow. Jumper over Christian Brown. Swish. He gets it right back.
Went right to where he wanted to be and then just launched it.
11 lead changes, 11 ties. 58-57. Boston back in front. Jokic takes the pass from Strawther. Quick three. Circles the rim. No good. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Jokic is now 2 of 10 from 3. Jaylen Brown lead for Scheinman. Right-hand dribble into the middle of the floor. Kick to Derek White, who steps to his spot on the right wing, but his three is too strong. And the rebound is deflected around into the hands of Christian Brown. Strawther, little pressure from Derek White in the backcourt. Strawther beats it. Oh, Jokic picks off Derek White. Strawther drives, scoops it up and in. Denver regains the lead, 59-58. Things are going to pick up a little here. 6:08 to go in the third. Jaylen Brown enters in deep to Vucevic. Jokic is there, so a diagonal kick out gets Shireman an open three, way off. He chases it, saves it from going out of bounds, but he landed as he got his hand on it.
That was a bad pass by Brown there in the middle.
Will bring us to a timeout, and we will continue to pose the question, does anybody want to win this game? 5:58 to go. Third quarter, Denver 59, Boston 58 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, hand-tossed pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
The DeMar McKim School of Business at Northeastern University. Ready to take your career further? Join them for a week-long series of virtual info sessions to help you find the graduate program that truly moves you forward. Northeastern.edu/business bootcamp.
Too many veterans in Massachusetts are living without the dental care they deserve, jeopardizing their oral health and overall health. Hi, I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and that's why I've joined the Delta Dental of Massachusetts for Veterans Assists. This season, with every assist on the court, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Together, we're opening doors to critical oral health care for veterans experiencing housing challenges. They've served us, now it's our turn to serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. Super Service today is overstocked with water heaters, furnaces, boilers, and heat pumps, ready for same-day replacement, day or night, and always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com.
Are you looking to improve your smile? Well, you got to get to Boston Dental in the Seaport and experience their premium quality of services with their state-of-the-art technologies. Book your appointment today, right now, at bostondental.com.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire. Michelin's innovative technologies are designed for durability and performance over any of the toughest road conditions, so you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires. And Town Fair's been a name you can trust since 1967. Now with over 120 locations and still growing, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Felger and Mass, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Two of the top 5 offensive teams in NBA history, and we have got a slugfest going. 59-58 Denver, midway through the third quarter. Jamal Murray, under the weather, will not return in this game. Jokic has been not nearly himself, missing 8 of his 10 threes and 3 of his 5 free throws. Jaylen Brown, 6 of 14, battling with the officials all night. Both teams well under 30% from 3. Both teams well under 40% shooting the ball. I think to this point it would be fair to say Red Panda is the player of the game.
Wow. Red Panda doesn't miss right now. And this is a person that broke her ankle.
Yeah, he's coming back from injury, too.
Yes.
Second half of her career, like Kevin Durant after the Achilles. And what do we say about, inspiration for Jason Tatum and guys like that? Speaking of that, DeJounte Murray returned last night for New Orleans, even with the Pelicans with one of the worst records in the league. And sort of encouraging to see him come back and play. Everybody's going to be different on these Achilles injuries. The latest reporting today was not really new reporting. It's the same stuff that the Jason Tatum team has been putting out, that the issue is that Jason Tatum wants to feel like he's Jason Tatum again before he comes back. That's the spin. Here's the point. If Jason Tatum is waiting to be 100% before he comes back, he's never coming back. And to be Jason Tatum again, he's going to have to go through a 15-20 game period at least.
Exactly. That was my argument with my brother-in-law. He was like, no, he has to come back. I don't even want him to come back at all. I said, he has to come back. Just wait until next year. What happens if he...
No.
Got to go through it.
Nope. Strawther gets it back from Hardaway. Left-hand dribble, Jaylen Brown trying to stay in front of him. Strawther throws back to Christian Brown, tiptoes behind the line. Jaylen Brown guards this again. Ball moved to Jokic, shot clock at 1. He has to launch another 3. No good. Rebound, Keita. Career high for Jokic in three-point attempts is 14. That was his 11th of the night, midway through the third. He's missed 9. Hauser for Peyton Pritchard. Gets the Vucevic screen, dribbles behind it to the free throw line, bounce pass out to the left wing. Hauser looking for his first good look of the night, and he knocks down the 3.
One time, guys, the man up in there, gave him a little fake. He went blind, adjusted himself, knocked it down.
He only had 1 3-point attempt in 17 minutes until that one. 61-59. Celtics regain the lead. Jokic, mid-block against Keita. Spins on him, lost the ball. Has it back, throws it out on the wing. Strawther misses a 3 badly, and out of bounds it goes. Even little things like Jokic, the 3 that he made before, it was after he just dropped the ball.
Now this time, had the ball, got a little bump on the inside.
There's no way Jokic is 100%. Celtics by 2 and the ball. 4:49 to go, third quarter. This is where the Celtics pulled away last night in Phoenix. Keita, handoff for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen behind the Keita screen, step to his right, 3 in the air. Short, rebound. Bruce Brown. Up the middle of the floor. Keita backpedaling. Bruce Brown just fumbled and he overran his own dribble. Pritchard coming the other way, 2-on-2. Shovels back to Hauser. Good job by Bruce Brown to take the 3 away and then knock the ball away from Hauser. Back-to-back ugly turnovers. This game just gets uglier and uglier. Jokic, entry towards contact, and he's going to get a foul with Jaylen Brown fouling Bruce Brown.
Finally, you see that thing going back door. Richard normally mashes the gas. Got slowed down just a little bit, and Hauser never brought that ball into the body.
Celtics leading the league, as they have all year, committing the fewest turnovers. Have committed 10 tonight. Midway through the third, they give up 12 a game. Jokic attacks the left side, stumbles into Keita, and gets fouled.
This Keita came over with a good hard foul. Normally Jokic just kind of floats in. That Euro step gets there and just slowly goes in. But this time Keita hit him with the body.
But now you got 4 fouls on Keita. With 4:14 to go in the third.
Well, I would like to go to Vuk a little bit more on the inside, where he has a definite matchup, a disadvantage there, but the Celtics haven't found it. And this is like a veteran player like that. He has to go to his coach and go to the players and say, dudes, I'm open here.
Joe Mazula has tried different guys here. With Hugo Gonzalez, that didn't work out. Then Ron Harper, that didn't work out. Jordan Walsh didn't. Now we've rotated around, and Jordan Walsh will get the next shot. Jokic gets the free throws, and we start over again. 13 lead changes, 12 ties. The tie score now is 61 with 4:08 to go in the third. Vucevic. Hand off Sam Hauser. Returns it left side. Jordan Walsh enters towards Vucevic. And he's going to take the jumper over Jokic. Comes up short. Jokic pulls down the rebound, his 7th.
And Vuk isn't going towards the basket either.
Jokic straight away. They dare him to shoot the 3. He does, and he makes it. He's not going to keep missing. He had been 2 of 11 before that make. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. 3:46 to go, third quarter. Denver 64, Boston 61 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Every part of your life deserves protection. From your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting. Helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities. Introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jaylen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
The national anthem is brought to you by Mass Mutual, finding and protection on and off the court. 3:46 to go, third quarter here in Denver. Nuggets up 64-61. Still trying to wait, see if someone's going to break through in what has been a really ugly offensive game. Now you have 4 fouls on Keita, so the Celtics will need some big minutes here from Vucevic late in the third quarter. A strange night for Jokic, obviously just gutting something out here. He's got 25 points, but he's 9 of 22 shooting. No other Nuggets in double figures in this game. And as this news has been good for the Celtics with the teams behind them losing, Cleveland and Toronto tonight, the news couldn't be any worse for Denver. There's 3 teams in front of them in the Western Conference, and they all won tonight. Oklahoma City San Antonio and Houston. The Spurs have now won 10 on the road. They say 2026 is the new 2016. 2016 is the last time the Spurs won 10 on the road. Peyton Pritchard out there with Jaylen Brown, Vucevic, Walsh, and Hauser. Jaylen's got 19 on 6 of 15 shooting. Jaylen Brown push pass into the corner. Vucevic, 3. Nope. And a rebound for Hardaway.
I like to see him in the paint.
Vucevic, little dribble handoff for Hardaway. Behind the back pass. Jokic fields it. Vucevic comes to contest the 3 this time, so the handoff instead. Simpson drives past Jaylen Brown, misses the layup, or Jaylen got a piece of it. Either way, Vucevic has the rebound. 5 on 4. Pritchard for Hauser. Cross court, Jaylen Brown trailing, lobs it for Vucevic, who taps it up and in. Jaylen Brown instinctively, they've been running that play all year for Caden, and all of a sudden, the last second, he realized that's Vuce. He's not going to jump, but he was able to tap it in.
Just put his fingertips on that basketball and launch it back in.
It's the 13th assist for the Celtics tonight. He has some big assist numbers on his trip, 64-63. Jokic trying to add an 18-footer. This one rims out. Rebound, Pritchard deflects it. Jaylen Brown saves it from going out of bounds. Jokic, 25 points on 23 shots. Denver by 1. Jaylen Brown pulls up on Jones and drills the elbow jumper.
Is it Brown time now?
Maybe. See who's going to try to cool him off with Jamal Murray not available. They tried Bruce Brown. They tried Christian Brown. Now maybe Spencer Jones' turn. Ball goes to Jokic. What a surprise. Bounce pass. He sees Hardaway coming. Hardaway beats Jordan Walsh, flies down the middle, and still has the hops for the right-hand slam.
That's what I talked about, that backdoor action.
We talked about the assists. Jokic only had 3 a minute ago. Now he's got 5. You keep that Jokic number under 10, you got a real good shot to beat Denver. 66-65. Nuggets back in front. Hauser. Bounce pass for Vucevic. Against Jokic, deep on the left side, waiting for Jaylen Brown to come get it. Vucevic sets the screen. Jaylen works his way inside the free throw line, feeling contact from behind. He runs one up, no good, but he got fouled from behind by Christian Brown, and this will be free throws. And the Celtics, they earned this as a shooting foul. We said they got Denver over the limit with, 9:50-something left in the third quarter, and they had not gotten to the free throw line until now.
Well, this is a case of Brown being in the paint, and that's why I want to see Vuk. Vuk in the paint a little bit more. Use that size, use that body. He has great post-up skills. But in this situation, didn't really use him as Brown makes the first and 2. But if you're the Celtics right now, you think of it this way. This is house money. You just want to keep this thing close. If you can keep it close, down the end, you might be able to steal this basketball game.
It's almost as if both of these teams are waiting for the final couple of minutes to conserving what little energy they may have.
Denver should have a bunch of energy.
But obviously, here's the point. Jamal Murray just left the game. He's under the weather. If Jamal Murray's under the weather, he's probably not the only one. And the way Jokic is playing, the way some of these guys look, maybe that is the illness going through the team. I'm just making stuff up, but maybe I get a job on national TV doing that. Jaylen Brown gets the free throws. 67 is a lot of competition for that job. 67-66. Celtics back in front. Hardaway trying to turn the corner on Derek White. Spins back to his left, runs it off the window and in. Tim Hardaway going old school to put Denver back in front. Hardaway becomes the second Nugget in double figures. He's got 11 in 16 minutes. Nuggets lead 68-67. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, season opening, attacks the paint, runs it up, no good. Thought he was hit, no call. Jokic, long lead pass for Hardaway. Hardaway finds the trailer. It's Cam Johnson's dribble up and in. Timeout, Joe Mazula.
Brown looking for a lot of this contact. They're just not calling this game. It's like you got to just play.
And back and forth we go. 18 lead changes in this one. Denver by 3 with 87 seconds to go in the third.
Well, you made your point right now of playing up on them defensively. But what I said before, Jokic is looking to pull the string offensively, maybe getting guys going back door, having guys going towards the hoop, and he's very efficient at making those backdoor reads.
Celtics just 13 assists, as we mentioned, with each one $25 from Delta Dental. To the Tough School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Follow along at 985sportshub.com/veterans. Had the fascinating ESPN, if you watched Big East basketball back in the day. So last night, ran into Sean McDonough at the game in Phoenix. Got to catch up with him, and spent about 10 minutes before the game with Jay Billis, who's working the game with Mark Jones on ESPN tonight. And Jay's just one of those guys. You get smarter when you talk to him, and really it's a fascinating role for him to get to do NBA games and be around some of them. I think it makes him a better NBA broadcaster. It makes him a better college basketball broadcaster. With, as he said to me, I thought it was a really interesting conversation that the college game has become a lot more like the NBA.
Did a couple of talk radio shows down in Charlotte, and I just wanted Jay to make a stance one time. They asked him who's going to win between Carolina and Duke. He said, it's going to be a blue team. Duh, both teams wearing blue.
He was part of that building of the Duke program we were talking about last night. Derek White for Peyton Pritchard. Bounce pass for Vucevic, playing with Shireman and Jaylen Brown. They're open in the corners, just waiting. 9 on the shot clock. Vucevic going to drive on Jokic, beats him to the cup, but he misses the layup. Surprised they haven't done that more. Rebounded a quick outlet. Cam Johnson bounce pass cross court. Jones blocked from behind, but they're calling goaltending. Jaylen Brown with the chase down, but it was a split second too late.
Wow, it had to be a bang-bang. Man, Vooch is getting some of these shots.
So a 6-0 run here late in the third quarter. And this is, believe it or not, the Nuggets' largest lead of the night, 72-67. Final minute of the third. And the fourth will start without Jaylen Brown and Jokic. Jaylen, kick out Shireman on the wing, 72-67. Celtics trail. Pritchard dribbling behind his back. Turns to the left hand, gets around Jones, in pretty deep, falls away in the baseline. Tough shot, no good. And a rough couple of games here for Peyton Pritchard. Jokic has the rebound. Outlet Jones goes the distance, and what are they calling here? Ball got knocked away from him. And it's going to be Denver ball.
Wow, almost like he was the last one to touch the basketball.
What's the one thing we said had not really happened this year is Peyton Pritchard having 2 bad games in a row. And he's just 1 for 4 tonight. Entry, Jokic, Vucevic slaps the ball away. Jokic goes to get it, steps back behind the line. 3 is in the air, got it. It's a broken play, and he fixed it. A 9-0 Denver run down the stretch of the third quarter, and they have their largest lead at 8, 75-67. Here comes Jaylen Brown in the paint. Pump fake, and he misses Vucevic on the kick-out pass. Stolen by Simpson, goes the distance, right-hand slam, and suddenly the Celtics are down by 10. A calamitous stretch. You knew one of these bursts was going to happen for one of these teams, as they had just been Greco-Roman wrestling each other all night in a 2 or 3 point game. Now Denver on an 11-0 run, leading by 10. Final 5 seconds of the third. Derek White pull up. It's a deep 3. Celtics need it, don't get it. Rebound Simpson. His heave hit the rim from his own free throw line. That's how the third quarter will come to an end. And finally, the Nugget fans can breathe a little sigh of relief. Celtics led by 3 at the end of 1, by 1 at halftime, but now they trail by 10 as we make the turn for home, literally. End of 3 at Ball Arena. Denver 77, Boston 67 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire. Michelin's innovative technologies are designed for durability and performance over any of the toughest road conditions, so you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires. And Town Fair's been a name you can trust since 1967. Now with over 120 locations and still growing, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Season, bake, and enjoy. Chicken is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Value Pack Signature Select Whole Chicken, drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone-in for just 99 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Save on chicken today. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Pretty ugly sequence. 11-0 Denver run to end the third quarter, and now we go to the fourth with the Celtics trailing by 10. We take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Grandy and Max, sold-out crowd in Denver. Many of them wearing green and many of them disappointed right now as the Celtics have fallen behind by 10. They have gotten away over the last few weeks with a lot of games with some subpar offensive performances because the Celtics own the NBA's #1 defense in the last month. There's only so many nights you can score 95, 96 points, shoot as poorly as the Celtics have tonight. 37% from the floor, 28% from three. Celtics have only been held under 1 point per possession 6 times this year, and remarkably, they have won all of those games. But actually, let me correct that. They've been held only twice and lost the games to San Antonio and to the Knicks on Super Bowl Sunday, and that's where they are right now.
Well, we'll see what if they have anything left in the tank. We talked about the getaway games. This is the one thing you want to do, keep it close. Now the Nuggets have kind of got a little spurt, and Jokic has got a little pop in his step.
Valanciunas replaces Jokic as always to start the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown out of the game as well. Pritchard, Shireman, Keita, Whitehauser on the floor. Pritchard pull up three is no good. Celtics need somebody to get hot. Valanciunas has the rebound. Peyton Pritchard 1 for 5. Vooch 1 of 7. Shireman 2 for 6. And pressure at half court. Pritchard ends up fouling A.J. Simpson.
You definitely want to put pressure on the basketball, but you don't want to overextend if you're the Celtics right now in this situation.
Hardaway inbound to Simpson, who's carrying the mail here with Jamal Murray out for the rest of the game. Start of this game is feeling under the weather and only played 8 minutes. Hardaway for Valanciunas. Up fakes the three on Keita. Now puts to the floor. Drives on him. Gets to the cup. Blocked by Keita. Valanciunas wanted the foul. He was trying to get a 5th foul on Keita. Instead, it's a block. Shireman the other way for Hauser. Left side. Return to Shireman straight away. Up fakes it. 8-3. Finds Derek White on the right side. Over the shoulder pass. Shireman. Celtics need this 3. Don't get it. As it bounces out and Valanciunas has the rebound. At some point, as we said, you just got to cash some of these possessions in. Celtics 9 of 34, way under a point per possession tonight now. Valanciunas spinning on Keita, falls away at 8 feet and gets the bounce. 13-0 is the run.
Letting go of the rope.
How many times have we said that this year? I'm not sure if the Celtics are letting go of the rope. They just can't make shots. Keita, handoff Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard returns to Derek White straight away.
They are staying up in Pritchard's jock.
Denver's a bottom 10 offense in the NBA. Keep that in mind. Derek White dribbles into the paint. Valanciunas is there. Derek White, tough step back, does not get the bounce. Rebound belongs to Denver. Celtics were all over the offensive glass last night. Over 20 offensive rebounds. They have 6 tonight. They're going to have just as many misses. Cam Johnson, bounce pass. Valanciunas steps into an easy jumper. Timeout Joe Mazzulla. This one is starting to slip away.
That looks like a tired team now.
Looks like a team in the final quarter of a 4-game Western trip playing a back-to-back at altitude. Funny what happens when a team that has defied every expectation finally looks the way they're supposed to look. 10:18 to go. Denver 81, Boston 67 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipelining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com, because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Lent isn't a timeout. It separates men who get in the game from men who warm the bench. So, this Lent, don't play it safe. Show up, sacrifice, train to win. This is your moment to know real strength. At Vocations Boston, we can help you build it with brothers who sharpen you and hold you accountable. So make the smart play. Get your faith into action. Visit vocationsboston.org/life's calling.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need endless energy.
Step into the winning bracket with whole home comfort from Endless Energy. Let Endless Energy show you the latest energy-saving heating and cooling technology that will keep you warm all winter and cool all summer, all while saving you money. Visit GoEndlessEnergy.com to see how you can score big and win a new heating system for free. Eligibility requirements apply. Visit GoEndlessEnergy.com or call 775-ENDLESS today.
Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napolitana, the original New Haven of beats since 1925. For over 100 years, Pepe's has served the same legendary New Haven style of beats, made with fresh grated pecorino romano, iconic dough, and that signature family-approved sauce. From classic favorites to crowd-pleasing catering, Pepe's makes every gathering easy and delicious. Visit them in Watertown, Chestnut Hill, Burlington, or Warwick, Rhode Island, or order online at pepe'spizzeria.com.
This is Boston's home for sports.
In the first meeting between these teams a month ago in Boston, Celtics led by 3 early in the fourth quarter. Denver went on a 14-0 run and never looked back. Tonight, the Celtics were up by 1 late in the third quarter on the road. Now a 15-0 run by Denver, and the Nuggets have their largest lead up by 14 with 10:18 to go, and the Celtics win streak is hanging by a thread.
Yeah, I'm hanging by a thread, and Joe Mazula's trying to find some ways to get smaller. Can't get that much smaller because Jokic would be coming in, but Valanciunas is doing the job right now of scoring the basketball. So if you're the Celtics right now, what do? Do you take a gamble to get smaller, try to reach? Brown, looks like Brown is coming out of this game right now.
The Nuggets easily have won the non-Jokic minutes tonight. You lose the non-Jokic minutes to the Denver Nuggets, you're losing the ballgame. Denver's offense wasn't great tonight with Jokic on the floor, which it always is, but it's like they're going to survive an off night for Jokic. Celtics down to .918 points per possession, which don't worry about the math. Just trust me when I tell you that would be a season low by a mile. You come in here and hold Denver as the Celtics have under 1.1 points per possession. You got a shot. But Nuggets rolling now. Celtics have to find the energy for the final 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Even Derek White tonight, he's finally shattered. He's a -13. So who's the name of Celtic who's played well tonight? Shireman steps behind the Cada screen. His 3 bounces in. Front iron, glass, and right down the middle. Better be lucky than good. Baylor Shireman is both there, and the Celtics cut it to 11. 81-70. He hasn't been shooting the 3 great lately, but he's 3 of 7 tonight. Derek White 4 of 9. The rest of the Celtics 3 of 19. Cam Johnson enters to Valanciunas. Squares up. He's going to take that jumper over Cada. No good. Shireman grabs the rebound. Celtics trying to make a little push here. Cut it to single digits with 9:39 to go. Shireman spins away from Cam Johnson. Jump pass to the left wing. Pritchard sees an opening, attacks inside the free throw line, and shovels back to Shireman. Shireman turns the corner. He's at the dotted line. Hand to Cada. Cada return to Shireman. Steps back behind the line and misses the 3. Comes up way short on the rebound for Valanciunas.
So Cada didn't know what to do. He wanted to shoot, and then all of a sudden he pulled back.
Wrong plays for the personnel that are on the floor here right now. Cam Johnson falls down, and the ball's knocked away by Derek White. He just fell. He wasn't fouled. 5 on 4 the other way.
Numbers.
Derek White finds Pritchard in the corner. Celtics need this open 3. Don't get it. Rebound, Jones. And that's the kind of night it's been. That's the back-to-back it's been for Peyton Pritchard. Boy, the Celtics bench has been atrocious tonight. 81-70. Cam Johnson dribbles up top. His 3 is no good. Rebound, Pritchard deflects it, but Simpson comes up with a kick out. Hardaway for 3. Well, Hardaway, he's been a great front runner throughout his career. He loves games like this. Denver back up by 14. This is without Jokic. I wouldn't be surprised if David Adams keeps him out as long as he can. If this game keeps going in this direction, though, Jaylen Brown going back to the scores table. It's almost now or never for the Celtics, down 14 with 8:20 to go. Derek White for Sam Hauser. Up fakes the 3, drives to the free throw line. Off balance jumper way short. He gets his own rebound, misses the putback, and everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Woo. Diagonal lead. Jones fouled hard by Shireman. Spencer Jones started the game in Boston last month. Will get free throws here as the Nuggets look to extend their lead. And
so much for the Celtic fans who are here wanting to cheer. Got a few early on, but that after the half.
Celtics lost here in 23. Remember, they played here on New Year's Day in that 23 season when both teams were leading their respective conferences. Denver, of course, would go on to win the championship. 24, Denver won both games, including a real fluke game in Boston where the Celtics just could not make a shot. And then they came out here. Jason Tatum had a great chance at a three in the corner, couldn't hit it late. And the Celtics swept the season series last year. Denver behind Jamal Murray won the first game of the series, and they are well on their way to sweeping the Celtics again. A 15-point lead now with exactly 8 minutes to go right now. Jaylen Brown has the ball punched away, out of bounds. Jaylen Brown's just been complaining all night, but calls don't make shots go in. Celtics at 34%, easily their worst offensive night of the year. They need to get back home. What they need is a day off. They're not going to get that. Derek White, bounce pass for Shyman, diagonal Jaylen Brown, right side three. Nope. Rebound, Bruce Brown. And you're almost to the point now, it's like get all the misses out of the way. Have your bad game, have your worst offensive game of the year, and just reset on Friday night. Cam Johnson.
That's too easy.
Turns the corner, free throw line jumper, blocked from behind by Derek White. Comes up with another shot block. Moves into the top 10 in the league as Jaylen Brown finds Shireman. Corner three is good. David Adelman going to call a timeout here, presumably trying to get Jokic back in to seal the deal. 7:25 to go. Denver 85, Boston 73 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics, and we'll see you courtside, Boston.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Well, if you're looking for one stat, here it is with the Celtics down by 15. And 7, it should be, did they took that 3 away?
Well,
they haven't made an announcement here yet.
Look like, are they trying to say it might have been out of bounds?
Well, they actually have to tell us if they're going to change the score. It was 85-73 a moment ago. Round reads 85-70, but there's been no announcement. Maybe somebody will get on the ball down there and tell everybody what's going on or not.
Hardaway was sitting there, and he was running along the sideline saying he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds. You know they can make that call and change it. But maybe they didn't
have to announce it and tell people what happened. So, well, for the moment, we don't know what the score is. Celtics had a 3, leading to a timeout, but here's the announcement. Yeah. Say he was out of bounds. Tough to tell on the video replay. Official was looking right at it, and he signaled 3. Official who was 2 feet away was staring at it, called it a good 3, but they apparently overruled it in Secaucus, and now the Celtics trail by 15, 85-70. Denver ball with 7:27 to go. Celtics bench tonight, 2 of 19. Celtics bench has been outscored by Denver's bench 33-5. There's your story. Strawther drives, floats it with the right hand up and good. And Celtics going to take a knockout loss tonight. 87-70. The Celtics had the lead late in the third quarter here. Derek White drives, scoops to the left hand, no good, but he'll get free throws.
Derek White got pushed in the back then.
I think we're pretty close to the end of Jaylen Brown and Derek White here. Still 7 minutes is a lot of time, obviously in a 17-point game, but there hasn't been much indication or signs of life tonight.
Well, if I'm the Nuggets right now, I'm making sure that, no, I'm not bringing back Jokic. I'm going to try to go right now. And
well, Denver, the Nuggets also have to get on a flight tomorrow to Oklahoma City. And then Thunder sat all their guys today leading into the Friday game. Derek White, pride and joy of Colorado, gets the first free throw. The Celtics during this run, which they won 9 of 10 really all year, they've just gotten better and gotten stronger as the games have gone on. The only shaky fourth quarters they've had is when they've been up by 30 and then it gets cut to 16 or 17. But this is the kind of game we have not seen from them very much where they just run out of gas. And it's just that they made it a rock fight, and they, avoided getting hit as long as they could. But Jokic got the Nuggets rolling late in the third quarter, and that's going to be enough, it looks like tonight. 87-72, Denver by 15. Strawther drive, scoops, no good. Offensive rebound, tapped home by Valanciunas. Valanciunas finally getting his chance to shine. He's been good here, 11.6 rebounds. Denver by 15. Jaylen Brown, dotted line, off balance jumper is no good. Rebound Jones. Celtics they're not moving to the ball. They've just been in molasses all night. So it's a matter of time before somebody broke through in this game, and it was Denver late in the third. Bruce Brown, slash drive pass. Cada scoops it up. Jaylen Brown may have got away with another goaltend, but here comes Jordan Walsh the other way. Bounce pass, a bad one. Derek White saves him going out of bounds. Jordan Walsh for Jaylen Brown left side. Celtics down 17 midway through the fourth. Jaylen spinning on Strawther, floats it up, comes up short. Air ball from 5 feet away. It's time to get Jaylen out. Strawther gets away with turning his hand over on it, but the officials are letting this one go at this point. And Joe Mazzulla's got the same thought I just had. And here comes Hugo Gonzalez and Ron Harper going to the bench, and the Celtics are about to wave the white flag. Bruce Brown leans in, 10 feet, no good. Rebound, back tap, but Derek White's got it. 17 is the margin here with 5:41 to go. Derek White looking for an opening, dribbles around Bruce Brown, fumbles it, has a back kick to the corner. Jordan Walsh gives it up to Jaylen Brown. His three is no good. And the rebound for Spencer Jones. Timeout, David Adams.
Good timeout. Just slow it down. We don't need a bunch of shots. We need to pick the pace up. We did exactly what we wanted to do today.
The Celtics will go on a 3-1 road trip. We've talked about how difficult this road gauntlet is, and the road games only get tougher now. That brutal, ridiculous 5-7 night back-to-back at Milwaukee on Monday night. And then you've got the final 3 games of the gauntlet, which is the 3-game trip at Cleveland, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City. But we talk about it's not a consecutive gauntlet. The Celtics have home games in between, and now's where they have to take care of business. Brooklyn Friday, Philadelphia Sunday. The first look at the Charlotte Hornets, who are playing great basketball in the second half of the year. And, of course, the Dallas Mavericks and presumably the Boston debut of Cooper Flagg before that difficult 3-game road trip. So Celtics still in pretty good shape. They seem to be they should be able to walk backwards into 50 wins. They will be 4.5 games ahead of Toronto as far as getting home court in the first round. And they will still get on the plane tomorrow, a game and a half ahead of New York for third. New York in third, Cleveland in fourth right now in the East. Cavs lost their game today without James Harden.
I'll tell you that, look at that Charlotte team. Boy, they are making some noise.
Ooh. Oh, Brandon Miller's a stud. Con Knipple is shooting threes like no rookie ever has.
When you think about it in that way, who else has been killing like that? Ball has been exceptional.
It'll be interesting to hear the national talking heads tomorrow because the Celtics take another beating here on national TV. But again, we talk about these national games and the national partners who pay a ton of money. They want great games and they want to see the stars play. but don't schedule them on difficult travel back-to-backs. Jokic is back in here with Denver up by 17. Spins on Luka Garza. Celtics have pulled everybody. Jokic missed again. Rebound Jordan Walls. I know David Anderson wants to win this game, but I see no reason for Jokic to be out there. 10 of 25. Banton, Garza, Gonzalez, Walsh, Harper. 5 on the floor for the Celtics to finish it up. Entry towards Garza. Knocked away from him out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 10 to shoot. 4:56 to go, and the Celtics trailing by 17.
I would love to see them get Vooch involved in this game earlier in the paint. He had a lot of good looks and couldn't knock anything down.
Harper.
Whoa.
Yeah. Turn his hand over on it. Yep, travel. Celtics season low was 89 Super Bowl Sunday against the Knicks. They are unlikely to get to 89 tonight. Strawther turns the corner, bounce pass for Jokic against Garza. Jokic drop step, steps in, misses off the window, gets his own rebound, and put back is good off the glass.
He doesn't even get off the floor.
Nope.
He has great hands. He hits you with the body, and his hands are so good.
Okay, you said at the start of the night, Jokic had 28, but it would take him 27 shots to get there. You'd live with it. Harper knocks down a 3. We're just doing math here. 91-75 Denver with 4:19 to go.
Need those early in the game. Harper had 3 or 4 of them. Couldn't knock them down, but he gave the Celtics extension.
See if John Tonje gets a chance to get his first NBA points. Made his NBA debut last night at the end of the game in Phoenix. He's the only Celtic that hasn't played here. Strawther turns the corner, floats one from the mid-block. It goes 93-75. Producing damage to those glamorous statistical numbers the Celtics have been putting up on the road and overall. Said defensively, you're going to live with this game, but the offense has been atrocious. Harper open again. 3 is no good off the back iron. And the rebound for Bruce Brown. Celtics not only 27% from 3. How many open shots?
Yeah.
And how many times have we said that Peyton Pritchard looks like a guy that needs a rest? Jokic stumbles down the left side. Jones pushes it back out to Cam Johnson on the wing. Garza trying to stay with Jokic here. That's where the ball goes. From the backside, Ugo saw it coming, and he picked it off. Ugo races up the middle of the floor, finds the cutter. It's Jordan Walsh. He gets to the rim. 2-hand slam. Score that and the foul.
Yeah, you hear the slap on the wrist as it was a lazy foul. You just let it go at that point.
So Nugget fans don't want Jokic. They said, we talked earlier about this, that they've got the two sides of their mouth talking. Why are you playing Jokic so much? And then when Jokic isn't in there, get Jokic in there. We're in trouble without him. This is an example of a situation where Jokic should not be on the floor. Jordan Walsh misses the free throw. Jokic has his double-double. You'll take these Jokic numbers. If you're the Celtics, yeah, he got 30 points, but 28 shots and only 5 assists. 93-77. Denver by 16. And Jokic draws the foul on Garza. Lee on the side. He tried to sell a shot attempt.
And with all this, Tatum just sitting there watching.
I wonder if this is a night that makes him a little hungrier, the competitor in him.
Yeah. When he sees something that he could have done,
yeah,
that would have changed.
Entry to Bruce Brown. He gets in behind Jordan Walsh. 2-hand slam. 95-77. Banton. Kick out Ugo Gonzalez. Was he out of bounds? He was. Celtics only have 2 20-point losses this year. Trailing by 16. These guys drive me crazy. I love them. 95-77. Celtics said the knockout losses they've taken this year, the games where they, it's funny, there was all this angst here about clutch games for Denver, and this looked for 3 quarters like it was going to be one, but obviously Denver blew it away late in the 3rd quarter, extending the lead. The 15-0 run going to be decisive. Denver up by 18 here with 2:35 to go. Offensive foul. Strawther, Sibley foul, knock it down to Ugo Gonzalez.
So the Celtics would be a bottom team in the West.
There is such a blind misconception. It's such a lazy narrative. Jokic finally comes out. A lazy narrative that the West is so much better than the East. It's not. The West is better than the East. Of course it is. Oklahoma City's there. San Antonio, they've been the top two. They and Detroit have been the top 3 teams in the league this year. But it's silly to think that there aren't a bunch of good teams towards the top of the East. Cleveland, New York, these are good teams. Celtics have snuck in there all year. Ugo hits a 3. I'm not sure this is going to get to be a 20-point final margin here. It's 95-80. As both coaches have emptied the benches now. Jumper from Holmes is good from the free throw line. Ron Holmes, the rookie from Dayton. 97-80 as we hit exactly 2 minutes to go. Celtics gave it a run for 3 quarters. They gutted this one out. Ugo switches to the right hand, and his floater from 12 feet is up and good. Ugo getting a chance at a little run here late.
Great job of shooting off the wrong foot. One
of the great discussions this year about this team was, would Ugo Gonzalez have, not the Celtics, but would Ugo have been better off coming down to Maine as the floater by Simpson is blocked out of bounds by Banton? It was so interesting for a 19/20-year-old player to get such a little run. And he's been so good, obviously leading the league in net rating, which is an absurd number. 15 is the margin here with 1:42 to go. So you play out the final minutes of this trip. Strother, step back 3 is good. Denver does get to 100 for a 47-point first half, 100-82. Banton behind the back bounce pass. Garza, dribble handoff for Jordan Wall straight away. Wall's going to drive in on Jones, go off the window and in. He's trading baskets here in the final minute, 25, 100-84.
Yeah, this team looks very, very tired right now.
Celtics only taken 2 losses by more than 10 on the road this year. That's just amazing. At Orlando and at Milwaukee, as Holmes bounces in a 3. He'll never get a bounce like that again in his life. 103-84 with 1:08 to go. Banton drives, switches to the left hand, misses offensive rebound. Garza's putback is blocked. Denver may get a 20-point win here. Strother, into the front court. Takes up his foot, hands to Spencer Jones, floats it up, comes up short. Rebound Ugo Gonzalez. We have entered mercifully the final minute. Left corner 3 from Harper, no good. Garza crashes, comes up with an offensive rebound, still working hard. And draw some contact and a foul with 36 seconds left. Stay tuned for Amico postgame live. Presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. 19,763, aided in large part by a lot of Celtic fans who came out to see the Celtics in their only trip to Denver this year. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Feel the thrill of live Celtics basketball at TD Garden all season with seats from Ticketmaster. Make it a switch. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. Huge national game Sunday night at NBC against Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and the Sixers. But we resume on Friday night against the Brooklyn Nets. Garza misses both free throws, and if Denver elects to shoot here, they could be just the 3rd team to hand the Celtics a 20-point loss this season. Not sure they're going to, though. We'll take a shot clock violation, and Denver fans breathe a sigh of relief as they go into a murderer's row on their schedule. And they do what needed to be done tonight. Fighting through the illness of Jamal Murray. They catch the Celtics on the second night of the back-to-back. They get them down finally late in the 3rd quarter, and they will keep them down. And for 3 games and 3 quarters, it was one heck of a road trip for the Celtics, but they run out of gas at altitude. That's a bad combination. As a result, the Celtics take a bad loss. Clock hits triple zeros. The Celtics win streak is over, and they will head back home, still sitting second in the Eastern Conference. The final score, Denver 103, Boston 84. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit clintonsavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
This Thursday night, head over to the bar at the 99 restaurant for a fun night of trivia. 6 packs of bone-in buffalo wings for just $5.99 and a chance to win 99 gift cards and other great prizes. You gotta love the nines.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Entry, Jokic, Vucevic slaps the ball away. Jokic goes to get it. Steps back behind the line. 3 is in the air. Got it. It's a broken play, and he fixed it. A 9-0 Denver run down the stretch of the third quarter, and they have their largest lead. It's a broken game for the Denver Nuggets in many ways that Jokic fixed with that run late in the third quarter that got this thing going. Welcome into Comcast Business Connect postgame with Advanced Network Cybersecurity Solutions and a trusted partnership. Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com today. For 3 games and 3 quarters, it was one heck of a road trip.